It's done. It's gone.
Okay.
Wait,
Alright,
now?
it's done.
Now? It's done?
Yes, done.
It's
Yes.
going.
Damn it, Apple Julius, start!
What? Oh yeah, I have to do the thing. What am I supposed to say again?
You just say hello.
Welcome to the JunkCast. My name's Apple, whatever,
Julius.
and then you introduce us.
Hey guys, I'm Apple Babble, or Apple Julius, or whatever you want to call me. I am here. Stop laughing, okay? I'm trying to do this. You make it so difficult for me. Why? Oh, and we're also doing some ClusterJunk today. And
JunkCast. It's JunkCast.
ClusterJunk. Don't care. It's called we're changing the name now, guys.
Welcome to the JunkCast, guys. We have a new guest called Apple Babble or Apple Julius.
Definitely
I have many
Apple
names,
Julius.
many titles. I'm very mysterious.
Yes. So now you have to introduce us, Apple Julius.
Test.
Just remember our names.
I don't know much about you. I mean, you guys, I have played a bit of, Slender Tubbies with some of you, though, yeah, not really much to say, though. Colors, you do Let's Plays, and I think pretty much all did Let's Plays. I'm not really good at
Everyone
explaining.
knows this. You just need to
Yes.
say our names.
I don't do Let's Plays.
Oh, I thought you said, introduce you,
Oh no.
No, just say, I'm here with Colors, Beatnik,
Oh, yeah.
and Tom.
See, this is why I'm not really good with introductions. I'm
This is-
here with Colors, Beatnik, and Tom.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
Okay,
Oh, my
you're never doing an intro ever again. You're
Hey.
banned. You're
Yeah,
now
I think
banned.
Apple Julius did quite well. Alright, he got there in the end.
Yeah,
Needed a bit
for
of
your-
assistance, but
for-
to be fair, you were not very clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said
Yeah, it's all Colours'
introduction.
You're extremely vague.
I did tell you, just go, and here's blah, 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 and
But
blah,
then
blah,
you
blah, and blah, blah,
But then
blah.
you said introduce us, introduce my mind's being tell people about someone,
That's
Okay,
true, that's
yeah.
true. You did say that,
In
Colours.
my mind, it means just say, here's this person, and then they say hello. But, okay, our bad.
I'm just picturing this now. So this is
That's
this person. They like long walks on the beach and poetry.
that's why I was so confused. I really didn't know what you meant by introduce.
Okay, it's fine. We'll just roll with that.
Okay,
I did tell you I'd come in and save it if you ruined it, so it's okay.
I didn't ruin it though. You gave me wrong information.
Oh
I was
no!
perfect. I was perfect. Damn it.
It's K. It's K. We can move on from this. We can recover.
Okay, it's all good. It's okay.
Yeah, it's
I've
K.
got 2 hours of redemption. Anyway.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Yeah, first topic. Let's go.
Who's introducing the topics?
I didn't watch that trailer, so...
I haven't watched.
Are we gonna go with the old slowpoke news or just jump straight in?
Yeah, let's start with the Slowpoke news. Let's go from top to bottom.
Ooh. Okay.
So I
I'm
just
just
found this
quick-
as something random and thought it was cool.
It is really cool. So basically, the German government is funding a Battlestar Galactica live-action roleplay on a retired destroyer. So
Awesome.
it's really, really
that
cool.
would be the coolest thing to be involved in.
So you
God.
have to learn German first.
Yeah, and save up
that's
money to
mighty
fly all the way there.
Guten Tag. 99 Cent Luftballons.
What's frack in German?
Okay, what's kill in German? Okay, I'm looking it up.
It's pretty weird that they're doing that though. I wonder why.
Churton. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation. Yeah, I know I did.
Urban Dictionary frack. Oh, come on. No fracking way.
You what,
Wow.
mate?
Damn it. Everything I'm trying to find it and everything is just, oh yes, German translation for freak. No, frack.
Wait, so are they doing are they fighting against other people? Or are they just I don't get how this LARPing will work. Do they just run around pretending to be the like crew.
It would be being Battlestar can either. I'm gonna take it. It would be like the board game, which if you haven't played it, it's basically you're human race. You're trying to survive for a set period of time, and then there's just all this crap going wrong, and you got to survive it as best you can. I'm picturing that this would be like that, where you're just going to be in there doing your business, and then suddenly something's going to go wrong, and you got to deal with it, and then something else is going to go wrong, and you got to deal with it, and then Cylons are going to board, and then you got to deal with it, and it would just be crazy.
And it'll basically be like...
It'd be the sort of thing where it's just like, you're probably not going to survive this, but give it your best.
You'll drown. You'll all die.
Sounds pretty dope.
But yeah, seems pretty cool. I don't know a lot about it aside from that. That's it.
There is a lot of Peter Molyneux news. My God.
Yeah, just a
He
couple.
was all over the news this week.
You guys are gonna have to explain this to me.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
But that'll be next topic, yeah.
So, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't want to cut off that one. Yeah,
Let's just jump in.
Yeah,
let's
just
jump
talk
in.
about
This
Peter
is
Molyneux.
probably everything for the week.
Because we usually like rip on Peter Molyneux.
Yeah,
he's shit.
Yeah, I find it really funny that our first podcast was titled "Welcome to the JunkCast" or whatever, and screw Peter Molyneux, and then I put his face on like Logan, which was the antagonist in Fable 3. So, and he just kills everyone, and I'm like, "Yep, your face can go on Logan."
Because the guy's a douchebag. Look at him, like
Funny.
just so
That's
smug.
the first thing. Sorry.
Just so smug about everything. It's not even good.
I don't even
I just love
know
the
what
first podcast up
he's
with
done.
colors saying how much
He did he worked on Fable, Black and White 2.
Like really, really good games.
Well, yeah, they're good games, but like it was always just the fact that he like promised so much more from the games. Like
Yeah.
he said that Fable 2 was going to be like this expansive game. Like, it's going to be absolutely huge, and Fable 3 is going to be like you can have like all these really in-depth decisions that really are going to affect the end of the game.
Which wasn't true at all.
Yeah, they kind of were just like really black and white.
Yeah, this... Oh...
Just wondering, Tom.
Yeah.
Are you saying this without knowing anything about what has happened with Peter Molyneux this week?
Yeah.
And come out in the news?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
you're
that's
gonna...
pretty gold. Because that pretty much sums up what's happened.
Yep. Oh,
Well,
yeah,
it's
he said...
fucking true. Like he's just a shit developer. Like he's a good PR person, but even that he's kind of failed at because he's
No.
I
PR
thought it was
means
the
that
other way
you
around.
make promises and deliver on them.
I thought he was a shit
Yeah.
PR person, but a better developer. That was the point.
Yeah.
That's why, like, before he started doing all the PR stuff, everyone was like, your games are really cool. And then he started doing PR, and everyone's like, oh, these games are shit.
no,
he
he's
overhyped
good at
it.
hyping up games. Is what I meant. Like he's good at like talking them up, but he just can't deliver on what he's talking up. So
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
terrible
Still
PR
makes great
person.
games, so
Because, like,
I would argue it's games.
yeah,
I
I'd say
really
that's
like
good
his
PR.
games.
'Cause,
Like,
I mean, as long as you're making money from the games as a result of him, then I
well,
don't think that
he
they
should
really
not
care
be in
about much
public
else.
relations at all.
Probably
Like
not.
they'd make. I reckon they'd make more money if he didn't hype up every single game and everyone go, okay, this game's gonna be shit. But I remember for the first Fable, he said that the trees were gonna grow as the years went by or something, and you could carve your name into trees and they'd still be there 10 years later. And of course that never happened because
wow.
that would be so awesome, but of course it never happened because, like, friggin' it's Peter Molyneux. So.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like, I still like Fable. In fact, I managed to get that for like $3 the other day.
It's so good. I love Fable.
The anniversary edition. So you know.
Yeah, I love that
That's
one.
just-
I love the second one. I love the third one. But I hate that he overhyped it. I wish I never listened to any of the interviews that he was in, because then I'd love the game even more. But there's some part of me that died when I played Fable 3 and realised that half of the crap wasn't even in the game.
He talks so much about like the dog. He was like, "Oh, you can have this dog, uniform relationship with the dog," and that's like, yeah, but dude, it's just a dog.
Yeah, the
Like-
game didn't really develop a relationship with the dog at all. Like, it was kind of like, if you liked dogs, then you would definitely like the dog. But if you don't like dogs, then there's nothing that the game's going to do about that.
Yeah.
At all.
And then Fable
I'm
3,
curious
like,
to know.
don't really want to replay through that.
I haven't played any of it. I haven't heard any of the hype that he's made for it, and I haven't played the game yet. I'm curious to know if I jump into this, I'm going to be like, wow, that game was really good, and everyone else is going, it's terrible, purely because of the way that he hypes it.
You'll
Yeah,
like
probably.
Fable 1. You won't like Fable 2 or 3.
I liked Fable 2 and 3.
No, but that was because like when they came out, they were like all brand new. There hadn't been anything that really changed the industry like Skyrim.
Yeah.
Like, go back and play them, and you'll be like, wow, this is shallow, linear, utter bullshit. Apart from like the art design, there's like really good undertones here, but just ideas that were not fully developed. Like they just like were too they tried to go for too many things at once, I reckon.
Yeah, like I really like the stories. Like I really like the storylines and that, and the characters, of course. But yeah, it's just the gameplay was like the weakest point, especially when Peter Molyneux overhyped everything.
Oh yeah, they got like a 3-button combat system. So you press on. Well, I'll do it on Xbox. If you press X, then you'll do a light attack with your sword. If you hold X, then you'll do a heavy attack with your sword. Y is for guns, which is the same premise, and B is for magic, and that's it. That's all you do. You press 3 buttons and then hold A to run to the next location along like a winding path, and that's it. That's the entire game.
Yep.
They're combos and stuff, or
No.
Oh, I could totally. I think I might spoil the second one a bit, but it's such an old game. Okay.
Because Beatnik hasn't played it.
I think you're so
crazy.
I'm probably not going to bother with the second one. Let's be honest.
Okay, then I'm just gonna go for all the people who haven't played Fable 2. You should probably shut your ears. I'm gonna put a timer right now for how long you should shut your ears. But yeah, if you don't really care, then whatever. Anywho, basically at the end of the second one or whatever, the dude like kills your entire family if you had a family, and basically you find this out either through him telling you this, or if you go to your house and everyone's disappeared, because there's no blood on the walls or anything, or no dead bodies or anything at all. Your family just simply disappears. And the first time I played it, I wasn't paying attention to what he was saying, so I just went home and my family wasn't there, and I was like, why isn't my family there? And then I found out that they got murdered. So.
But even like the whole family mechanic was so shallow. Like it's just shit. Like you just go up to someone and just press the same button over and over again while your guy goes, hey, hey.
Although it was
and then there's a big love heart that blooms, and then you can have unprotected sex, which is the most PG thing ever in Fable.
Although it was...
And then you just sprout out a kid who just requires more work. He goes and gets lost in like caves and shit, and like every few like game days or whatever, you'll have to go and find him and bring him back to the house.
Although...
And he only grows up to like a toddler. No, like a child.
Yeah,
he doesn't
like
grow
10
up.
years old.
And then it's like, damn.
And it was funny, this happened a lot in the second and third one because they didn't fix it. So basically your characters didn't have like any sort of like, race or anything when it came to having a child. So you could have 2 white parents and they'd have a black kid. It happened to me every single time. And like, basically had these 2 white people and they both ended up with black kids. And I'm like, damn, my wife... She's not telling me something.
Oh, and the currency system. My God, how shit is that?
Oh my gosh.
So pretty much what they tried to do was add in like this whole economy, this working economy where you can get a job, you can buy a house, and you can actually rent out houses and try and, grow your wealth. But all it ends up doing is making pies for an hour, then buying one, ramping up the rent, and then skipping forward the Xbox's timer 5 days or whatever, and you make like 10,000 gold, and then you just reinvest and rinse and repeat.
And I don't know if it was like part of the game's mechanics or if it was a bug or something, but every time I tried to make my shitty poverty house like at least nice, like so like kind of like commission housing, so like a decent house but in a terrible area, I tried to upgrade the furniture and that. No, it just reset to really, really shitty broken furniture after like a day, and I was like, nah, they can live in squalor. I don't care anymore. But yeah, the spouse thing and the child thing, like Skyrim kind of did the same thing. It wasn't in depth like at all. It was very shallow. But the thing is with the Elder Scrolls, it's quite forgivable because it's a new feature and all their other features like expanded. With Fable, none of the features expanded. It pretty much just stayed the same.
It's not even that though. Like in Fable, like in Skyrim, they didn't come out and they went like, "Oh, you can go and have kids, and there'll be like all these new things that you can do because of this." It's a big gameplay element. They were just like, "It's there. I don't know why you'd want to do it," and I didn't do it. I don't think most people did. They were like, instead, go and do all this cool shit instead of doing menial tasks.
Yeah,
that
like
you could get paid for in the real world for pressing a button every 3 seconds.
But yeah, it was like with the companions in Skyrim went like super in depth or whatever. Like Lydia, she's like, I just wanted to carry your burdens. But the thing is, the good thing about getting Skyrim on your PC is that you can get mods and that. And I think my 2 favorite companion mods is probably Inigo, Vilya for sure, and Orisa. Those 3 are pretty in depth and really good.
You said something else there. Jesus.
What did you think I said?
A Negro, and I was like,
Inigo.
that.
No,
that is just.
No,
Alright.
Inigo, he's a big purple Khajiit.
Big
not-
black man. Get
Yeah.
dongs of Skyrim.
And it on like Lover's Lab.
You know much more about the like R-rated mods than I do. I only know dongs of Skyrim.
I know it's on Lover's Lab, which is a website. Pretty much
Oh.
all the weird R-rated mods on Lover's Lab.
So how do you know about this?
Yeah.
Because someone else pointed it out and said, "Oh, look at
Someone
the stuff
else.
on
Oh, yeah.
Lover's Lab."
Why do you know about this? A friend.
Yeah, a friend.
Told me.
Someone linked me to it. I didn't even know what it was. It was too late.
But no, yeah,
Related.
they have tons of like, reviews and like of mods of those mods and the mods and that. Like they also have the Thomas the Tank Engine mod, where Thomas the Tank Engines go up in the sky and explode,
Yeah.
or they like drive into
What?
you, whatever. It's real. It's a legit thing. Yeah.
Wait, this is for Skyrim, you said?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a
I've
I've
real
seen
thing.
some funny things. Like I've seen My Little Ponies as the dragons and stuff like that.
Oh
but
gosh.
There's so many mods for Skyrim.
it's ridiculous and awesome.
I only really played much of like the hours I played into Skyrim just because of the mods and stuff. Like, I don't know, like other people think Skyrim's amazing, but it doesn't really appeal to me because at the end of the day, I just kill everyone. That's just who I am in those types of games, and killing everything makes everything kind of dull if you kill everyone who has a quest.
Yeah.
So, like, at the end of the day, you just have towns and towns of dead people and got nothing to do.
It's like Apple has been kicked from the call.
Well, I can't be the only person who does this. Come on.
I do it when I get really frustrated, but otherwise, no, I'm a pretty big role player when it comes to the Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls is my jam, man. Like, on PC alone, I've almost invested like 600 hours. And that's not including how many hours I put into Xbox. So I've probably done about over 1,000 hours of Skyrim.
Wow.
So.
I don't know. Like, Skyrim was definitely really good. I really enjoyed it, but I kind of liked Oblivion a bit more. I just felt like the quests that I kind of just stumbled upon were a lot more interesting, and they were a lot deeper than Skyrim. And Skyrim was a bit bland. Like the whole color palette was kind of like that kind of like gray, like
Yeah.
brown.
I definitely get what you're saying.
That's
It's kinda
why
like
you
you-
use
like looking
mods.
for-
yeah, but it's kind of like Here's a War, like.
Yeah.
It just everything's just brown, and after a while, it's just like, all right, I'm so sick of this.
Although
But
I
even like mods, like they always just turn up the bloom like way too much, and they look better, but they just look like out of place.
I've
you know?
got some really nice mods, so that makes it a bit more coloured and it doesn't look too bloomy.
Yeah, I'd say that I'm more of a Fallout fan though.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I was
Fallout
just
is
about to say.
amazing. I
Yeah.
love both equally with all my heart.
My favorite game is Fallout 2, and it's the only game of its kind I didn't go around and kill every single person like you got bored of it. I actually did do a lot of role playing as a drug lord. If
Yes.
I was the biggest drug lord and pimp.
Yeah, I have heard that you can pimp out your like wife, and I really want to get into Fallout 2, but it's just
Beatnik's like horrified.
it's
I just love that Tom's sentence almost went, I just love that you can pip out your wife, and I really want to get into that.
oh no, it's just funny that it's just like you can just do like anything, like they're just kind of like, we don't really care, like whatever, go ahead. And now if you did that, people would just be like, hey, what the fuck is wrong with Bethesda?
I hope they kind of go back to it being a bit more open in Fallout 4, but I think they will. I think Fallout 4 will kind of bring some stuff from the original games and, of course, have the newer features as well. But I guess we'll see. It'll either be like a really awesome game or a major disappointment. So.
There might be a release date coming soon or an announcement.
I know,
on
I
Fallout.
really
There's
hope they do soon.
I think they have a booth. I think it might have been at E3 or like another convention.
Yeah.
And they usually never have a booth unless there's something going down. So Fallout 4, hopefully.
Hopefully they announce that. Otherwise, like if they don't announce it this year, everyone's going to be like so disappointed.
There is going to be a riot.
I know.
A riot in the streets.
It'd be so good if they're just like, we've already finished it. Here it is. So just be like, oh my god.
I think they could get away with doing that though and still have heaps of sales because everyone will be like, oh my gosh, gotta get it.
Imagine Metal Gear Solid 5, The Witcher 3, and Fallout 4 in the same year.
Ooh.
I was just picturing, imagine if Valve did that with Half-Life 3, it turns
Just
out that they've
released it.
actually been working on it this whole time, and then
Probably
they're just
have
like, oh, by the way, surprise.
Yeah, and they just like they don't even tell anyone. They just release it on the Steam store one day. And everyone's like, Half-Life 3 confirmed! Half-Life 3 is here!
They
I think
release
it would
it
be
under,
really
like,
funny
a
if so
different
many
name.
people wouldn't take it seriously.
I know, they'd be like, this isn't real. This isn't real.
I've seen a comic of that someone's made where you got Gabe sitting there and he's like, yes, I will announce it today. It's like, yes, I want to say today, we are finally ready to release Half-Life 3, or ready to announce Half-Life 3. It's like, oh yeah, Half-Life 3 confirmed, piss off, man. And he's just like, oh, and it goes to him sitting there going, delete post.
I guess they really don't want Half-Life 3. Nah.
It's forever.
I'd still say that I'd be happier if Fallout 4 came out. Like I played through bits of Half-Life, but I don't know. I like Fallout a fair bit more.
I love Fallout, and I think I prefer it over Half-Life. I know some people might crucify me. I don't care. I like Fallout more than Half-Life 2.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, same.
Fallout 2 is better.
Well, it's like an opinion.
Wow,
like who gives a
I'm
shit what
minority.
other people think, right? Like
Yeah. I
Well,
just realised something. We didn't even announce our topic. We just went from Peter Molyneux's a dick to this.
I didn't think that it was on there. That's why I tried to
This isn't a
segue.
topic. Yeah, this was...
Yeah, because our topic was Peter Molyneux gave like a couple of last interviews. So he said, "It's over. I will not speak to the press again." And then
Hallelujah.
another quote was, "I haven't got a reputation in this industry anymore."
Oh, you got a reputation. Trust me.
And yeah, it's like, well, not a very good one. You don't have a good one in the industry anymore. So
Yeah, well,
yeah,
a reaction as a reaction, Peter.
it was his fault. So.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Because, like, the thing is, people put up with his crap for so long. Like, he could have redeemed himself after the first couple of slip-ups. Even if he redeemed himself for, like, Fable 3, then his reputation would have slightly gone up and people would have gone, oh, you know, he's starting to improve again. But no, he just kept on going down and everyone's like, what the hell, Peter? What the heck? Why you do this?
Yeah.
He had so long to redeem himself and so many games, but just never happened.
I
The
think
thing
you
I
should
find
just...
interesting with this is like the fact that I don't know if any of you guys have read like Total Biscuit's tweets, and he's always really full on about the whole early access model.
Oh yeah.
And with Goddess and Peter Molyneux, it really is the perfect example of exactly what he's on about. And
Yeah.
he frustrates me because he's so vocal with his opinions sometimes, but He's got good opinions most of the time, and this is one of them, I think, where you've just seen it right here, where this guy who's got a massive name for himself through the Fable series and stuff, and being able to go, yeah, so I've done God games in the past, and this is what I want to do, and it's going to be amazing, and everyone's gone, "Arr!" And he just hasn't delivered on anything, and now he's come out and said, yep, I just got caught up in it, and I just did it to get the money, essentially is what he said.
Yeah. Well, that's what kind of happens with early access. You're buying an unfinished product. It's like saying, oh, I'm going to buy a desk. It's not done yet. In fact, all I really have is the idea for the desk. I have a drawing of the desk, and it's just like a sketch. And you're just kind of like,
that's
yeah,
the sad thing.
I'll shell out money for that. And then he's just like, I don't know what happened, dude, but lost the legs at some point, and all I have is one big plank of wood. So
that's the sad thing, though, is that you see that's not the case with all Kickstarters, though.
Oh yeah, some of them are really good. Don't get me wrong. Faster Than Light comes to mind. That was really good. That worked out pretty much how people would expect it to have worked out. But there's some games that you're just like, wow, where's this?
Yeah.
It's the bad thing is the games that are just a Kickstarter on an idea is that you need the ones that you are worth actually considering are the ones where they have put the effort in. They do have prototypes. You can sit there and go, yes, we'll give you pretty much alpha or beta access now, and we just need money to try and get over the final stretch and get the marketing into place and things like that.
Yeah, like, does anyone remember Towns?
Yeah, I like.
Oh yeah,
I like Towns when I started playing it, but it wore thin.
I've heard about it, but I haven't gotten to play.
Cool.
That's the one that they stopped development for, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember reading about it. I never heard of it before I heard of it stopping development.
But the thing is, like, everybody, like, because of games like Minecraft, you know, they've expected indie games to just keep on updating forever and ever. And before then, like, only MMOs could do that because they had, like, a pay-to-play model. So everyone's kind of expecting these indie developers to just keep on programming and just developing a game that they probably already have, like, given up on after a few years.
Yeah.
Just kind of shit.
Yeah.
Because can you imagine
that
working on the same thing for 3 years straight, trying to come up with something new? Even with Minecraft, like, so many people are done with Minecraft just because there's, like, just too much shit now. Like, it's like they can only go so far to the point where it's just like, nah, it's a bit overly complicated.
Yeah, I think
like TF2 with the hats.
Oh no, TF2 with the hats, dude, that's dope.
Yeah, TF2 is something that can kind of go on forever, though. I reckon.
Well, it's got microtransactions and it's a free to play model, so that's why it can go on. That's why they can
talking
keep
about
touche, yeah.
Talking about the Manco store, right?
Yeah.
Where you
can buy like hats, guns.
Yeah, and keys, which everyone in TF2 is crazy about. Me being like 2,086 hours into it, everyone's crazy about keys and hats, and you know, if you have a shiny hat, then automatically you get all the respect.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
How about this? A mate of mine paid for his engagement ring with TF2 hats.
$100.
It's very
no, he made like $2,000 on selling off his. He just spent like a year or 2 years just. In his spare time, he would just be farming and getting the items and doing trades and refining the metal and whatnot. And then, started making these unique hats and then started selling them off and then paid for his engagement ring with that.
I started to try and do that with CSGO. And I got I paid for Kerbal Space Program. And I got about $20 in before I like raged at the game. And I was like, fuck this game. Just because like, I don't know. I felt like I was just playing it to try and get money, and it was really slow and not worth it at all because I just get frustrated at like CS, Counter-Strike for some reason. I used to be really good at it, and now I'm just like, nah.
I've never been good at, FPS games. I like them, but I've just never been good at it. Ever. Games in general. Never been good at a game.
And now you're doing Let's Plays.
Let's Plays for a living, so... Well, not for a living, but, I don't have to do anything because I'm still living with my parents, so I don't have to get a job and be productive like everyone else. So yay.
Yeah. Anyway, do we want to move on to the next topic?
Wait, I was trying to say something earlier. I was just basically gonna say a really, really good company that does Kickstarters, right, is Harebrained Studios, the makers of Dragonfall Returns. So basically they make majority of the game and then they just ask for a little extra, and it's fantastic because I recently participated in the Kickstarter for for Shadowrun
okay.
Hong Kong, and so I'm gonna get the game whenever that comes out because I backed that. It was only $15, and they're gonna be selling it for like $20, and I'm so excited. I am so excited.
That's
it's gonna be
interesting.
so cool.
$15 it is.
And the thing is, they actually do make good on their promises for all their stretch goals. They have done every single stretch goal and then some. So it's really cool.
So that's exactly it. That's where it's done right, where they've planned out how they're going to actually build this around the Kickstarter model instead of other people going, yes, we could get money from this.
Yeah.
Give us. Oh, we're not going to make it. If you give us more, we'll do this as well. Yeah. How are we going to do this? Shh.
But yeah, they do it fantastically. Like they add really cool perks, or really good rewards for, the higher tier perks and that. Like you can do the bare minimum, whatever, that's like $15 of the game, and then it goes up and it gets even awesomer and awesomer. And then their stretch goals are actually really good. That's the thing, like, not only do you have to deliver on your goals, you have to have actually, like, good goals and good perks. Otherwise, everyone's going to be like, why should I spend 10 grand on your game or whatever? But, yeah.
Yeah, but there's a lot of garbage out there.
Even
just now, I saw a game. I think it was like something off-world trading company. I just clicked off it, but it looked kind of cool and it sounded pretty neat. So I was like, yeah, it's called Off-World Trading Company, exactly that. $36 on Steam, and it's on sale. Yeah, and it's early access. It's like, so I'm paying like a fair amount for an indie game that isn't finished.
Have you guys watched any of Retsupre's Kickstarter non-starter videos where they basically make fun of like really crappy Kickstarters that were never funded and they all got like $1 and that and they all sucked? It's so good. It's like,
that sounds brutal.
it's really funny though. I just linked it. There'll be a link in the description below.
Yay.
Let's see this.
Well, we can't watch it
Yeah,
now.
you have to wait.
Yeah, what am I doing?
Professionalism.
I'm just trying to see like what sort of games that they're doing.
Oh, it's not just games. It's mostly games, but it is also other things as well.
So do we want to move on to another topic? Because we have a lot.
This one won't take too long, but I'll just quickly touch on it. So basically, a list was released recently that shows every PlayStation game that's been confirmed for 2015 so far. So a link will be in the description below.
Yeah.
Wait, where was this?
All of the links.
It's under the Peter
Oh
Molyneux
my god,
crap.
I missed that. All I saw was a whole list of Peter Molyneux stories, and I missed the actual one that's good.
What's that game that's coming out? I don't know if I think it is coming out this year. It's like at the top of that list. Like there's a picture of it. It's like No Man's Sky or something.
Oh yeah.
Is that it?
Man,
It looks so cool.
amazing.
That looks kind of cool.
I'm-
Uncharted: A Thief's End looks really cool.
Most
Metal
of these
Gear Solid
games look really
5
cool.
looks really cool. The Witcher 3
dreading-
obviously looks dope.
I'm dreading that No Man's Sky has just had such a high bar set for it.
Yeah.
It looks phenomenal, and that just makes me so worried that it's gonna be shit.
But the thing
when it
is,
actually gets released.
if they do actually make it to that bar or whatever, everyone they'll be set for life. Any game that they release will be like everyone will
Peter
buy
Molyneux.
it. Yeah, and then hopefully they don't turn into Peter Molyneux because that can happen. That can happen.
Did everyone hear about the Order 1886?
Yes.
A guy-
It looks really cool.
No, there's like this guy. He
Oh,
played
okay,
it.
no.
Just because there was like a story about it. This guy like
Yeah.
streamed. I can't remember. I think it was the whole game in like 5 hours, and he was running through it pretty
Wow.
quick. But now everyone's just like, oh, 5 hours, poor. But still, $60 for 5 hours. Like I paid
Yeah, it's not even like $10 per.
like $30 for Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes, and I still got like a good 10 hours out of that, maybe 20.
Oh
But
yeah.
that is shit. It's just such a shame because like it's a pretty neat idea, the Order, but they've just had like so many like controversial like decisions throughout their development process, like the 24 FPS cap.
Oh, that's great.
24 FPS.
Oh.
If you remember playing GTA 5 on PS3, that was like probably high. In fact, yeah, that was like 30, and it would dip down to 24, and you'd be like, oh no,
Yeah.
is the game frozen?
I was going to say, I thought 30 was the standard for consoles, and then
Yeah.
60 was sort of what you wanted on current gen now.
I'd say that
that's-
like 30 is like something that they haven't really tried to optimize, and 60 is something that they've actually given a shit about.
Because 60's been the thing for PC games for ages.
Like
Yeah, and
The
now
Witcher 3 is going to be
consoles.
30 frames on console, but
Ugh.
but that's
And
because like they
it's such
don't
a
really make. They're
beautiful
not.
game.
CD Projekt Red always have made PC games. They don't make console games, so it's kind of like, well, you're kind of lucky you're getting it at all.
Yeah, true.
Those specs look kind of cool, like kind of annoying as well. I think I'll be able to just squeeze it in on Ultra, maybe, or 60 FPS on high, but that's going to be really good.
Yeah.
But like,
Oh.
Wow. So
It's like-
jealous.
well, I'm not sure yet. It might come out and be really poorly optimized. What else do we have? Battlefield Hardline? No. just no.
Alex said it was really fun though, so
Mortal
Like-
Kombat 10? Hell to the yes.
I'm really looking forward to a game called Until Dawn. Basically, I get a real like Saw vibe from it, and a real like Final Destination sort of vibe from it, but just a really, really creepy vibe, more so Saw. So basically, there's you and like 7 other people, so there's like 8 people, and you're in this holiday house, and there's a serial killer like in the house, and he like, you know, tries to kill you basically. So it's pretty much like all those old, you know, slasher movies like freaking Jason and Friday the 13th and all of that, but in a game. And I'm like really excited for that.
That
It looks
sounds
so cool. And I think the control scheme's sort of similar to like Heavy Rain and that. It's kind of got that kind of style to it, but yeah. I'm really excited for that. It'll be cool.
Like heavy quick time event type things, or
Maybe. There's not a lot released on it so far, but the Valentine's Day trailer for it came out. So yeah,
is that-
they.
I haven't watched that yet.
But yeah, it's kind of funny though that they had a Valentine's Day trailer for it and everyone dies. It's probably gonna be like House of Wax, where like pretty much everyone dies except like, you know, the two lead characters, and they're like the only ones to survive, but everyone else dies. Yeah.
I can't believe
That sums
no
up
one
most horror films.
Yeah, pretty much. Or
Yeah.
just everyone dies. Either one.
Mm,
Lots of people are gonna die. Like, you know, people are gonna die. You just don't know who, basically. I
So
guess
is
that's
n-
the point.
Is no one else excited for Mortal Kombat 10? Like, really?
I never really got into it, so
Don't you
I
just
missed that
love
boat.
ripping people's skulls out of their face? Like, it's mad.
I think it'll look like I think it'll be like a really good game, and I think it'll look really good as well. But yeah, I never really got into it, so
Yeah, and
And-
plus, usually for me, I'm the one who's get like their skull ripped out because I'm really crap at those types of games. I'm crap at normal games, but those fighting games, my skill just takes a nosedive into like a bottomless pit of like nothing, and I just can't do anything.
That's why you find people who can't play the game, and then you just
Yeah.
like, dude, check this out. Just like, just like do every single fatality. Be like, hang on, wait, I gotta remember the moves. Up, down, left, or right. X, X, all right. Just wait. And then you like do it. You just like rip out his heart. You're like, did you see that? How cool was that? And then just like, yeah, it was pretty cool. But what do you mean cool if my guy was doing it to your guy?
But yeah, I'm more of a Tekken person because like I played it when I was like really little, so it's nostalgic for me. But yeah, Mortal Kombat, never really got into it, and I kind of find it hard to get into.
Yeah.
Unless I play like on the couch with a bunch of friends every now and then. Like I'll play any game with a bunch of friends, so
Any game.
almost any game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was just about to say you might regret those words.
Yeah, there's a few games where I would draw the line, like but yeah, Hatterful Boyfriend, I'd totally play that with anyone. Such a good game. But I would not play Go Go Nippon with anyone. It's so weird and it's so dumb.
Okay.
Elder Scrolls on.
Damn it, this is still talking me into getting that Humble Bundle. I'm getting it now.
Okay, so that's one of our topics is the Humble Bundle released. The Humble Weekly Bundle for lovers of games. So there's 7 visual novels and a Hatterful Boyfriend body pillow case.
I think it's kind of neat.
So, yeah, it's really cool. I'm so tempted to buy the pillowcase because I really want to, but I'm so broke, so I can't. Sad.
Yeah.
So sad.
How much is it?
I just came from
35
like
for
a
the-
major purchase. So I can't make it.
No. I want my
I wish I could.
Wait, what was his name again? Ryota, right? Yeah. I
Sorry,
really
your avatar.
what?
Sorry. My Wii U finally finished updating.
Oh yeah,
And
shit.
I've just gotten Tom's friend request.
Yeah, dude, how fucking good is it? I like shows the most offensive looking one. Hang on. I'll tweet a photo of it real quick. You guys just keep on talking.
Yep.
Okie dokie then.
Sorry, it you'll see it. You'll be like, holy crap. No. Oh god, it's going into the game. Dear God. So yeah, continue.
But yeah, buy Hatterful Boyfriend. It's a really cool game. Like, you think, oh, pigeon dating sim, this is some weird anime shit. But it's actually surprisingly good. When I first saw it, I watched Dodger's playthrough. I was like, oh, this is going to be such a stupid game. Ended up being amazing.
That's what I thought too. And like I went, I played it with another American friend I had, and we streamed it, and we went through a very depressing part, and at the end we couldn't say a thing because we were just both really upset about, you know, the path that we chose, and, you know, the story behind. I can't remember his name. I think he was a school teacher, but one of them is really depressing.
There's 2 of them that's like a teacher.
No spoilers, please. I haven't finished it.
Okay, yeah, no spoilers.
I'm not spoiling it, but one person's story is really depressing.
There's actually quite a couple of them that are really depressing.
It hath been tweeted.
Okay,
Oh wait,
sweet.
camera.
Yeah, after that one, we didn't do anymore because
You can barely see it.
rest.
Yeah, Skype's quality shit. But yeah, it's on my Twitter if you guys want to look at it. Because I looked through it, I was like, my god, that is probably the most offensive thing ever.
Okay,
So it just shows that one.
That's pretty funny though. I love it. It's beautiful. I'm Asian, by the way. If you
Okay.
didn't know, I'm Asian. I always have to
Okay.
clarify it.
We already know.
Yeah.
Is
No,
it
but
his
for the
mouth or-
viewers, if the viewers don't know, it's not racist because at least one person in the JunkCast is Asian. That's how it works, right?
And nobody knows what ethnicity I am. I could be like anything.
Yeah, we always go, what if like Tom's black? Or what if like Tom's like a scrawny Asian dude that actually looks exactly like he's like me?
Oh yeah, now friends with Beatnik. Ha ha ha, yeah.
Yeah, basically, like, we all know what everyone looks like in ClusterJunk, except, like,
Me.
Tom.
What?
Like, we have no idea what Tom looks like. They've never seen my face, but, you know, you can kind of get the gist with my avatar, but, yeah, Tom, we
Nah,
have no
even that.
idea.
It's very, very detailed.
Yeah, super
I can tell
detailed.
exactly how you would look.
Yeah, but it's so much funnier this way
Oh!
because you guys are just like,
Beatnik's
I
camera.
don't know. I could.
Is that a mustache or is that his mouth? By the way, I'm just very curious.
It's
What?
it's
It's his mouth.
what's his name? It's a helix fossil restored. Pokemon.
Straight over.
Nothing?
Oh, that's
Wait,
why I
what?
don't know anything about it because I'm not too much of a Pokemon fan.
Yeah, me neither.
And
Although,
then it's like, dude, it's not Pokemon. It's freaking, I don't know, what other ones do they have?
If
It's
they-
Pikachu.
if
Use
they did
it.
release like a Pokemon game on the Wii U, I'd buy it.
It
Does
would be
sound like
awesome.
fun. Does sound.
It would be absolutely epic.
Actually, given what Nintendo's been doing lately, it probably would be. Oh,
Wait, has-
jeez, we can still see what Beatnik's got in the background. He's got his lotion
Yeah.
Oh.
I was just about to.
and
Wait,
a giant balloon unicorn animal.
It's a
Oh.
balloonicorn.
Yeah, no, it's from
Oh.
TF2. But
TF2.
I know. I immediately recognize what it is, even though it's kind of turned upside down.
why do you think it was turned
Yeah.
upside down, dude?
Oh.
Oh, that's why the
And the-
lotion's there.
All the pieces of the puzzle are coming together.
Oh, Beatnik, we,
Ah.
you know, okay. Oh, how do we put this? You're out of the JunkCast.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's still in the corner. You
It's
just,
like
just
menacing.
That was on purpose.
Yeah.
The balloonicorn.
yeah, in the background, it's like, help me, help.
Yeah. He's made me through so much pain. Please.
I'd like to think
Oh.
that it's Japanese and it's just in the background like, Mr. Beatnik is a very bad man. Please, get me out of this hellhole.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, that was a bit of a.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
tangent.
That took a dark turn.
That was
Yeah.
totally worth it.
Let's talk about a light-headed subject now.
A light-headed
Is there?
subject.
Yeah.
Not
Collapse.
light-hearted, but light-headed.
You guys want to talk about Just Cause 3?
Yes.
Okay. Just Cause 2 was really good.
Never
I
played.
saw the trailer, and it looked pretty cool. Like, I don't know.
It's called the Firestarter trailer. It looks really cool, and Rico looks so badass. And his face actually looks detailed now, so he doesn't look stupid.
Yeah, but it's not like
Oh.
in game, is it?
Yeah, it's a cinematic thing, but
Yeah.
the thing is, like, I don't imagine his face downgrading all the way back to Just Cause. Maybe
but-
it will, but, you know,
No,
I
but
don't...
it won't look that good. Like,
Yeah, it won't look that good, but he'll still look like badass. I reckon. Hopefully. I hope so.
Hopefully there's like a lot of emphasis on fire in this
I know,
iteration.
it'll be so cool, because everyone loves fire. And
Do you
I
remember-
think Beatnik's gone to take care of a few balloon
Unicorn
unicorns.
business.
Yeah, because he's like BRB, and it's like, oh.
Yeah.
he's like...
Because we
he-
reminded him about it.
he's like, oh yeah, he just remembered to tend to poor
Alright.
Nini.
No, remember like when Far Cry 2 had that whole thing about fire? They were like,
Yeah.
"Oh, we got a really good fire engine," and I was like, "You certainly do.
Yeah,
It
and
is
then
very cool."
and then you just get the flamethrower and go everywhere, and then everyone gets burned.
So yeah, I hope that Just Cause 3, like, her fire is like a really big emphasis because it's always so cool when game developers do something like that. Like they just kind of focus on like one area to try and make it look super cool, and it just like always works like really well.
Yeah, and especially because, like, you know, Just Cause and fire, like, they go together like a house on fire. Like, it was so
What?
good.
That's not the saying.
What?
The saying is they get along like a house on fire, not they go
dang
go
it,
together.
yeah. Similar thing. It's not like I completely butchered it. I only butchered it a little.
No,
Just a little.
you
Just
just,
Just a little.
cut it up into little pieces.
Fine, they get along together. It basically it basically says the same message. That they go really well together. Basically, they're perfect for each other. They're soulmates. There we go. Yeah. I tried to redeem it, but I don't know. Yes. So, well, there's not much on that, really. Like, there's not a lot about the game out so far. Basically, that trailer was done, and that's it.
Beatnik is back.
So, do we want to go to the next topic?
Yeah, but
Yeah, I haven't actually played any of the
Hey
games.
there.
Hello.
Really good games. They're like, the campaign for the second one sucks, but nobody played it for the campaign. They just played it for the mayhem.
yeah, even that got old quick. But it was cool when it like first came out. I was like, yeah, that's neat.
Yeah, and it was really fun when the multiplayer mod came out. Everyone was like, "This is so sick."
I haven't played the multiplayer mod yet, but
It's
you
free.
could play that for like hours.
I found that boring.
Oh, well, I guess it depends who you
It's so
play it
easy to
with.
get lost. Mind you, I didn't really play enough of the game to really know
Yeah.
what was going on. So
Fair enough.
probably be better if you were with people.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Hey.
what a thought! What a thought!
Ooh.
So, do we want to move on?
Deus
Yes.
Ex Universe to show at the GDC alongside the AMD Tress effects. So, it's
Tress FX is pretty sweet. Like
yeah,
it looks really,
looks
really
cool.
good. It was in Tomb Raider, and it's just like hair, but it
Yeah,
looks
but-
really well done.
Yeah, it has like no effect on like anything else really aside from making the hair look good. But yeah, the hair looks cool.
It just renders like each hair strand instead of rendering it as like one big block.
Yeah, so it actually
Just
like
picture
moves
they
around
start doing
like hair.
Pantene Pro V ads.
That'd actually be really cool if they made like, you know, a shampoo ad with Tress effects. I would be
Actually
so
would
stunned.
be an awesome ad campaign.
I know. I want them to do that. I really want them to do that now. Let's put up
We
a
need to patent
petition.
this.
Yes. It's done.
Although in Tomb Raider, like it looked good, like the Tress FX, but I think when they first released it, it was kind of new, like, and they hadn't really experimented with it a lot. It was kind of just like, all right, let's just give it a good shot, and then let's just leave it.
Yeah, the hair
So-
kind of went all over the place at times,
Yeah.
but they
And also, it always looked really shiny. Like,
Yeah.
it's not what hair really looks like. Like, it's not like
Although-
always like really like shiny. Like, what shampoo and conditioner are you using, Laura? Like, really?
Head and Shoulders, sponsored by Head and Shoulders.
Head and Shoulders.
No, by Alex's Crisp Mint shampoo.
Crispy shampoo.
Yeah.
Crispy.
Ah.
Leaving you feeling fresh. Ready for the day.
Hopefully, it's not as much of a disaster as the last Deus Ex.
What
Like,
do you mean?
not Human Revolution, but the one that they released, the other one.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. I thought
think
you were
that-
talking about Human Revolution. I was like, wait, what?
Human Revolution.
Yeah,
was
I was
good.
just about to say too.
I haven't played much of it, but I know when it was. I knew what I was playing was good.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I played it and it's pretty decent.
I
But
love
it's-
the ending as well. I was like, whoa.
I can't remember what they had. I think it was like a game on PS3, and it was kind of like a DLC, or an expansion pack of Human
Yeah.
Revolution, and it was just shit. Like, it was just
I
absolute
thought
trash.
it was a mobile game.
No, there was a mobile game, and I think that one was alright. Although I might be wrong, but I think there
I
was
think
another.
people
I
liked
thought
that.
it was
They
a
were
mobile game and they ported it.
because I thought,
Oh,
yeah,
maybe,
they did
maybe.
that. I own that, and people, I haven't played it yet, but people are like, oh, you know, it's a pretty good mobile game. So that's what I heard.
Mobile game's pretty bad though.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
people saying it was pretty good is probably a good indication that it was like an okay game, at least, like a good mobile game. Like, I played Monument Valley on my phone,
That
and
was pretty
that's
fun.
a really cool game. And then
I
the
think it's a
DLC
little-
for that came out.
I played through. I've still got to play the DLC, but I felt like that was a little overhyped
Yeah.
because it was a really nice concept and it was executed really well. But in terms of being really original, I've seen other games do it. They just did it in a much more approachable and fun way. Like Echochrome does a similar sort of thing with changing perspective, but I found that frustrating.
Although I
Whereas-
didn't know anything about Monument Valley until I saw it in the store, so I didn't know anything about it prior to playing it. So that probably made me go in with lower expectations, like with, you know, Peter Molyneux. If you don't listen to him and then just play the game, you're like, okay, this is a pretty pretty okay game, but yeah, when you listen to him, it's like, oh.
It's never a good idea to listen to like trailers and all that and get overhyped about anything, in my opinion, because in the end of the day, you're just going to get disappointed. 9 times out of 10, I would roughly estimate.
Yeah, I'll pay that. I'm generally trying to keep my head in the sand, so
Yeah.
I'll I'll listen to enough of what's going on about a game to get a gist of what's happening with it, and then kind of just jump in if it sounds like it's going to be good.
I'd probably wait for like reviews of like new games coming out unless it's like something that you're really excited for. Because I don't know, there's been a few games in the past, cough, Assassin's Creed, since Assassin's Creed 3.
Although the fourth one, I really loved the fourth one. That one is dear to my heart.
Yeah.
Damn you and Alex for talking me back into that game. I bought it on the weekend.
Because it's such a good game, but like Assassin's Creed 3 sucked, and Connor sucked, and everyone just hated Connor, but Ezio,
No,
bless his heart.
just Connor. Just Connor sucked about that.
Nobody cared about
all
Connor.
of Desmond's story was freaking awesome. The game was, let's play through 2 hours of crap so that I can have 15 minutes of
that's
awesome
the only
Desmond
reason
story.
why I kept playing, was so like I could see like Desmond, but everyone was just like, Connor, shut up, just go die, just go.
I haven't
Nobody
played
cared
like
about Connor.
any of them since Revelations, really. Did they like wrap up Desmond's story, or is it still going?
Yeah, they totally wrapped it up at the
Was
end
it
of the
bad?
third
Oh,
one.
yeah.
It was a good ending. It was a good ending.
Well, don't spoil it
Sort
because
Yeah.
it might be worth watching someone else play it, or just play those parts.
But then you get to
Just
like the
see if you can
fourth
find
one.
someone who just shows Desmond's parts, because Connor's you can just ignore.
Yeah,
and
it
you will actually
totally
have a good
doesn't
experience.
matter. Except
Yeah.
like with Assassin's Creed 3, it kind of relates to 4, because 4 is set like right before the third one.
I just hate the fact that you do the same thing over and over. Like,
But,
it was in the
yeah.
first game, and you do the same thing over and over and over and over. Like, it never changed.
Expand on.
It just got like so
That's amazing.
boring. And then the second one came
The
out,
first-
and it was still really good, but it was just because it was still a fresh idea.
Yeah,
And
and
they
I
just
think
did a little
as
bit
well
more.
because
Yeah, it's just the same
Ezio,
thing.
and I think because as well they were only starting to get into Desmond's story, and because Ezio was actually a good character. He was very likable, very well written, and his storyline was just fantastic. But yeah, Connor's wasn't. Nobody cared about Connor. Like, come on, Connor.
That's felt like pure American fan fiction in a game.
Yeah, it was like
It
America.
was all this American history, and I'm like, I got a feeling that this is some really big, important moment, and everyone in America is going to be like, oh my god, I got to be there for this! And
Yeah, and we were
sat
just
there the
like,
whole time just going, this would be cool if I knew what was going on.
Yeah, being someone who never studied the American Revolution or whatever, I was so lost. I
Yep.
was like, what the hell? Like, I know I know all the, like, everything about, like, the French Revolution and, like, you know, French history way more than American history. Just,
French
American
Revolution's
history-
way cooler.
I know.
Like, so much fucking cooler.
American history just, to me, isn't that interesting. Like, it's kind of similar to Australia's in a certain respect. It's like, oh yeah, they just, like, landed and, like, heaps of people died. And then, like, how many years later, it was turned into a first world country, and yay.
Well, no.
And then it wasn't like...
Australia's is way shitter. There's
Yeah.
no like becoming of a republic. We're just like a part of England, pretty much. They're just like, all right.
Yeah, true, but like the you know, like the first days, like with the invasions and that, it was kind of like, It's like pretty much the same kind of thing. Like England just liked to go to other countries and just, you know, be like, this is ours.
Yeah, I'd definitely say that the American Revolution was way, way more important and way cooler than the first settlers arriving at
Yeah,
Australia
true.
and then poisoning the indigenous people, because that's just what the British do.
Yeah,
It's
they
just
just
so
do
British.
that. Yeah, but yeah, the French Revolution's way cooler. Like it seems like everything in that kind of area was just way cooler at the time.
Do we want another topic?
I was still talking about Deus Ex.
God damn it.
I'll quickly say it. So Deus Ex Universe, it sounds like an MMO, but it's definitely not an MMO. It's actually, I'm from the sounds of it, it seems like it's gonna be like Human Revolution. It's gonna have that kind of setting, but it's actually gonna be bigger, and apparently it's meant to be open world as well. So it's gonna be like an open world Deus Ex game, and it's not an MMO, so that's like fantastic. And yeah, it's gonna be shown at the GDC, which is like a convention for game developers.
I love it how you keep on saying
that.
the GDC,
Yeah.
not just GDC, the GDC.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah, yeah, it's the GDC.
So, do we want to move
Anywho.
on? Because the next topic
Yes.
I'm super excited for.
Yes,
So-
go ahead.
Apparently, Majora's Mask 3D is going to be a proper remake, not just an enhanced port. I don't even have a 3DS, and I'm excited for this, just because...
I have a 3DS, so I'm so
Majora's
buying it.
Mask. I'm not going to buy a 3DS just for this, but
I already have one. Yes.
like soon.
Yes.
Maybe at the end of the year.
I'm holding off so far, but I'm definitely grabbing it. I never played the original, so I'm
Get
missing the
out.
hype.
Get out.
I
I
never had a 64.
I never finished the original one, but like I did see other people's like Let's Plays and that, so I am really looking forward to a remake.
I actually haven't played any of the games myself.
Well, do you have like a Wii?
Oh, well, we used to, but it doesn't
Yeah.
work.
Do you have a Wii U?
No.
Or you
No,
have a
but-
computer.
yeah.
Download them
Yes.
on an emulator and play them, because
It's
They're
worth
really good.
it. It's worth it.
although I will say that Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is probably a better Zelda game, but Majora's Mask is a better game overall.
I think like all of them, even if you don't like certain bits of like a certain game, it still has its strong points. That's why all of them are like pretty popular, because you know they all actually have strong points.
I haven't played a single Legend of Zelda game I haven't liked.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say I
Still
haven't
getting
played
through them,
any,
but-
and I was going to be like, what?
No, I remember when I first started, I was still playing through Skyward Sword.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I haven't played through that either.
Yeah, me neither. I actually need to actually buy that.
That one was
'cause, yeah.
fantastic.
But it's got the motion controls. Pass.
It's not too bad. It actually, it's interesting. If you play Twilight Princess, the motion controls are waggle, 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 waggle. You slap.
Yeah, it kind of sucked.
But
But Skyward Sword with the Motion Plus actually did make it a pretty interesting mechanic. Like there was some enemies that really used the Motion Plus controller, so you had to actually slash a certain way because they would very visibly block a certain direction, so you had to counter that by swinging in a different direction.
Yeah.
And it actually made it there was some really fun bosses that used the mechanic really well.
I
Just-
remember when they showed Skyward Sword and everyone's like, Link's right-handed! What the hell is this? And everyone was like, oh my gosh. And it's like, whoa, calm down.
I may have done a little bit of that. I'm like, wait a minute. He's
Yeah, so did
left-handed.
I.
What?
I did
And then
too.
I read
I
up
was
about
like,
it though.
yeah.
I was going to say, I read up a bit. Apparently, it was just done for the Wii. But the thing that was really interesting with Twilight Princess, because that came out on the GameCube first and
Yeah,
with a
it
controller,
stayed
that was
that way.
left-handed.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was left-handed. And then because they released it on the Wii, they've gone, oh crap, most people are right-handed and it feels wrong. It doesn't work with the motion controls. So what they actually did to combat that was they didn't just change his model to be right-handed. They actually just mirrored the entire game.
Yeah, that was like
Dude.
insane. And once you
So
learn
the
that, you kind of
entire
go, wait, like what? Like
From a hardware perspective,
everything's
that's like
like-
the smartest thing to do.
I
Like
know,
remaking the
right?
entire game. It's just like, fuck that. No,
Let's
we'll
just
just
mirror it,
reverse it, and that'll be all right.
being
We'll just make this one a negative one and we're fixed.
Yeah, and then bam, it's all good.
for me, I'm kind of lucky though. Like no matter what side it was, it wouldn't matter to me. Like I could personally easily say, just make it left-handed. Who cares? But that's because I'm ambidextrous. So I just get, it doesn't matter for me, but I can understand for just pure right-handers that it'd be so weird, either changing to left hand or, kind of working with like janky controllers with your right hand. So
Yeah, I really dislike
suck.
motion controls. Like that really ruined not Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess for me. Like I still liked it. I was like, yeah, this is fun, but it would have been heaps better if I played it on GameCube.
Oh, yeah. It didn't really bother me for some reason, but I was a lot younger when I played it. It might bother me now, but I don't know.
But then they released the Wind Waker HD.
Oh.
It looks really good, but I don't know if I can justify forking out like a whole heap of money just to play a game that I could play anyway. I don't know.
I think because it's Legend of Zelda, it's justified on the spot.
On the Wii U as well.
Yeah.
It does look really good. Looks so good. Oh, I just remembered that this year, new Legend of Zelda's coming out on the Wii U. Oh my god, this
wait.
Like every day, like I think of another thing that I want to play on the Wii U, and I'm like, damn, this was such a good purchase. Like it was like Bayonetta 1 and 2 that I really wanted to play. There's Super Smash Brothers and Mario Kart, obviously. There's Legend of Zelda, and then there's like all the virtual console games that you can get, like all the Metroid Prime games that are like dirt cheap, like $10, and you get like heaps of them.
I so have to buy a Wii U.
Because I tracked that down. I tracked down that trilogy, and it is so hard to find secondhand, and they are expensive.
I think it's like $10.
It comes out for $10 now.
Yeah,
I paid like $150.
Oh gosh.
It's a collectible now.
I remember
I played Metroid Prime Metroid Other M. I played that and I'm like, wow, this really is. I need to see why everyone goes nuts about this series. So I went and tracked down the Prime trilogy re-release on the Wii, and yeah, it's not cheap. And then about 6 months after I've done that, they released it for $10.
Yeah, I remember that we actually did have Metroid Prime. No, Metroid was the one on the GameCube. I can't remember exactly what it was called. Was it Metroid Prime? It was
it's the Prime trilogy.
Yeah, but what was the first one? Was it just Metroid Prime?
Metroid Prime.
Ah, yeah. Well, we had that, and
unless there was one before on the Wii. But
I did not know what the fuck was going on the entire time I played it because I was like 8, but I was still like, this is sweet.
That was the first person one?
Yeah. I don't know if I do buy that though, are they like, I know that some of them are on the Wii. Does that mean we're going to use motion controls?
The Wii. They're all the Wii version.
Yeah.
There's one or two of them came out on the GameCube, and then they re-released them on the Wii when they released the third, and they released it in a collector's bundle.
But does that mean that I have to use like the Wii like controller, or can I just use a gamepad?
It's a first-person shooter, and your aim is the Wiimote.
Why?
It is weird.
Why would they do that to me? Like, I just want to like I got.
You sound like you're gonna cry.
It's because I'm just like so mad. I'm just.
Tom will cry on the podcast, and then you just hear him go in the background.
It's because like I was so excited when I saw it before. I was like, awesome, dude. I liked that first game on GameCube, and I played some of the other ones on like Game Boy Advance, the remakes, and I was like, awesome. But now, don't know what to do with my life.
Your soul is crushed.
Guess I'll just go play Mario Kart.
Wow.
I guess I'll just do that.
There's still some really sweet games that are on Wii, like probably not Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Like,
Pikmin's really fun.
Super Mario 3D World might be really cool.
That's just classic Super Mario. It's just good.
Yeah. I need to get a Wii U.
Oh,
you sold me.
Yeah. Yes, you
I just need to save up for it.
You can get one from Target that comes with Mario Kart pre-installed.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, it's worth it. Like, then just go and buy. Just when you buy it, buy Super Smash Brothers. I reckon because
for sure,
fucking sweet. And even if we didn't record it, like I'm probably not going to record any Wii U because fuck Nintendo. And but if I do, I kind of want to just so I can like try and get around their system, even though it'll probably be a real pain in the ass. I just want to do it.
I think you can record it, you just can't monetize.
Yeah.
Well, maybe an option because I don't make any money anyway. So who gives a shit?
Yeah.
I know, right?
I get like 2 views
We're
per
free.
video, so oh well, they're gonna be making a whole of like 2% of a cent.
Did I tell you guys that I got like $5?
Oh yeah, and you
Actually
didn't get
made
your
money.
$5.
Wow.
Yeah, because I was so happy. I think I was in Japan at the time, and I used to be partnered with Maker ages ago, and when it came to the end of my contract, I was just like, nah, I want out. They're not, because they don't do anything. So I was like, all right, I want out, and I got out of their contract or whatever, and I was like, oh, even though I'm under the $50 benchmark or whatever for them to pay, and I still get my money. And they didn't really respond to that. I was like, guess I didn't really care because it's $4, whatever. And then it came in and it was like $5.50, and I was like, fucking results. Results.
Yeah, they were probably just like, oh, let's just get this guy,
I think
off
they're,
our backs.
they're legally obliged to do it.
Yeah,
'Cause
probably.
it's still your money.
True.
And they've already taken that stupid cut. Oh well. It's like $5. Who gives a shit? But yeah. Anyway. Wii U.
Yeah.
Best console ever.
Yeah.
I still need to buy a game for my PS4. I have not used it at all.
Really?
Oh.
Because,
Yeah.
I bought it because I got it so cheap. Because my dad got it and he was going to sell it. And I was like, oh, can I buy it? And he's like, oh, yeah, half price. So I only have to pay a couple of hundred or something. Couple of hundo.
Couple of hungies.
So, yeah, I was like, why not just buy it? Because it's cheap now, so.
Little Big Planet 3 is
Yeah.
a pretty fun game.
Oh, I need to get
Oh,
that.
yeah.
If you do, tell me,
I will
because we'll
get
play it together.
All right. I'm sold now.
Right.
Damn
I
it, more
shall
money.
get it. All of my money's going down the drain.
Oh, that would be really good co-op as well with the
Yeah.
new-
Although
Ooh.
most of the things that they've made are from Little Big Planet 2 and Little Big Planet 1, but some of those levels that people have made are still really good. They still work really well with the engine.
That
There's
really
nothing's
was
really
the
changed.
best part about Little Big Planet 2.
Yeah.
Once you started getting into the user generated stuff, you were like, oh wow, there's just so much to it. It was insane.
It was
Yeah.
like that with Trials, though, as well.
Yeah, I still I need to play more of them because every time I play it, you just get hooked and you're like, oh, I'll just try a quick game. This will be fun. Then hours and hours later, you're like, oh yeah, that's right. I was
So many video games. I mean, my God.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can only get so erect. Zoom.
So you only get so wrecked.
So erect. Erect.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, that
Wow.
totally had different connotations to it.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway, shall we
So-
move to the next topic?
Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
go on to the
Apple,
next
you
stuff.
so quiet. You
Well,
so
because I have absolutely nothing to say because I'm not a console gamer ever nowadays. I used to be a console gamer when I was 7 or 8ish for the PS1 and stuff like that. But other than that, stayed away from console games really. So
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I did play.
Don't blame you.
It's not for everybody. There's a lot of crap out there, but the Wii has a pretty good track record over the past 2 years. So it's it's got a better track record than the PS4. So that being said, PS4 is looking good this year.
Yeah.
It'll be
year,
interesting
but,
to see
yeah.
if they do bring it back because so far the console has been a dud for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only reason why I got a PS3 was first because I was getting all of at the time new gen consoles, because I do that. I slowly collect new gen consoles for my birthday and Christmas and that. But
Yep.
because they're so expensive now, I actually have to save up for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think one of the reasons why I got a PS3 is because of all the exclusives, because I had such good exclusives. I don't know. I love the PS exclusives.
PS3 exclusives and pretty much they had so many games.
Yeah.
But I'd probably say that I've played more of my PS3 in the last year that I've had the PS4 than the PS4. Like, but that's just because of like, I don't know. There's just like heaps and heaps of good games that they like re-released and just put it on the PS3, and it's like, damn, I like these games. The PS4 is just like, oh, here's new Call of Duty, and it's like, no,
Just no.
no, not happening. And then they're just like, oh, here's Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm like, oh yeah, cool. And they're like, it has microtransactions on the online mode. I'm like, oh. And then they're like, yeah, and there's heaps of grinding like in an MMO. And I was like, I already have World of Warcraft to grind at, so no.
I love Dragon Age Inquisition.
Oh,
it's
no.
probably one of my favorite games.
Don't get me wrong, it's probably really good, but just I've heard that there's lots of grinding.
I get it. Yeah, well, there is a lot of grinding, but like in my opinion, the good thing about the grinding is that you actually it actually led up to something. You didn't have to like do it, but it was actually for like a greater cause kind of thing. Like if you actually do care about the Inquisition, then you'll actually, kind of just get through it and be like, you know what, whatever, it's for the greater good. But if you don't really care about the Inquisition, then you're going to have a tough time.
Once I get into that, like, I reckon I'll really enjoy it. But just at the moment, like, well, I'm not busy at all, so I can't lob that excuse. But I just don't like, I have to be in the mood,
Yeah, fair enough.
Just like, nah.
Sometimes the grinding though can get irritating, but it's kind of like that with like Assassin's Creed as well. Sometimes doing the same thing over and over. Sometimes you just needed to take a break.
Yeah.
But overall, it's a really solid game. I
also need
really
to play
enjoy it.
Far Cry 4.
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah.
Haven't played that one either.
Yeah. Well, I got him for Christmas, and I was like, all right, I'll play him later. And then I kind of got caught up with like other stuff.
Yeah.
Like, having like ludicrous amounts of time off. Like we finished in like early November, and I go back to like go to uni next week, and it's like, wow. I've got like so much time off. Like I just don't like. I've run out of things to do. Like I like get up and I'm just like don't have anything to do now. Except for the week.
I wish I had that problem.
Yeah, same. I've got uni this week, actually. I'm doing my first class, I think, this week.
What course are you doing? You don't have to say where, but just like what course.
What school do you go to? Where do you live?
Tell us.
I am doing 4 courses.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, holy crap.
Wow.
Well, not courses. It's more of... I'm doing something called New Step. Have you guys heard of it?
No.
Nah.
It basically is you do 4 subjects, and that's basically a course. So I'm doing academic literacies, IST, film studies, and design drawing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's neat.
You said you wanted to do animation, yeah?
Yeah. I also chose film studies. I don't like film, but the rest were maths and science subjects, and I don't like maths or science, so film, yeah. But design drawing is something that I'm actually interested in, because I like animation.
Are you like really, really good at drawing?
Well, if you looked at my channel page, you can probably tell I'm really, really crap.
It's pretty good, though.
No, I can't remember. Can't remember what it looks like. But yeah, all right, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
No, I'd say it's a pretty solid drawing from, like, a drawer's point of view.
I really want to see it. Because I kind of just glanced at it before, and I was like, oh, man.
But really, I think
yeah,
I can do a lot better.
Oh no, that looks pretty cool.
But it's all with practice, though. I used to suck at drawing so bad. Like, I reckon my avatar now used to be the best I could do. Like, a few years ago, it used to be the best I could do. And that's not a very good thing. It's not a very good thing.
Didn't you do it in Paint?
I did it in GIMP. I did it in like 5 sec. I did it like in the span of 5 minutes to show one of the guys in Cogscap who was being a douchebag that I could do a better avatar for myself than him, because I just had the colored background. I didn't have, a face or anything. And he's like, "Oh, why don't you do this?" And he was being a jerk. So I did that in like 5 minutes, and I was pretty proud of it for like a 5-minute drawing or whatever. And it's stuck. So yeah, like of course I was pretty happy with it considering.
I'd say the ones that I have going on, this is probably the best I can do. I can't be bothered changing it. Like, it looks fine, whatever.
Oh, it looks good.
But the thumbnails now, I just kind of go with a really simplistic design, just like blur the picture. Now put text over it.
I think
Thumbnails
that
are really good.
I was going to say, like, your thumbnails are pretty solid. Like, you don't need any more than that. Like, it's pretty self-explanatory, which is good. Like with Metal Gear Solid, you're like, Metal Gear Solid, why it's gonna kick ass, and it's like, it's worked clearly.
Yeah, people love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Okay. I pay other people to do my banner and stuff.
Yeah, fair enough though. Like, it looks like heaps better than mine.
Yeah, I was actually going to pay someone around about $65 to do my channel art and stuff.
Wow.
He did pretty good work, and he was going to do some thumbnails as well for me, like some assets that I can use for thumbnails as well. But I said, screw that. I am free, so I might as well do it myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fair enough. Yeah, like as I totally get why people like commission art and that, but being someone who's like super like, self-sufficient, and someone who's like super like hands-on, I have to do everything by myself. I could not commission someone unless they were like a really good friend or something. But it would either have to be a friend or myself, otherwise it would bother me for some reason. Like, Alex is always like, "Oh, why don't you get someone else to draw it? Or why don't you get an artist? Oh, I'll get my artist to do it." And I'm like, "No, Alex, I want to do it myself."
You see,
let me do it.
your channel art is kind of like sex. I mean, you could pay someone else to get it. Or you could apply yourself and maybe get something just as good.
It's more satisfying if you do it all yourself too.
There you go. See?
This is not the direction I thought it was going to go down.
Well,
but
okay. I stole it from Seinfeld. Whatever.
Yeah.
Still works.
It did work. It did work.
Yeah, it worked. Do we want to move on to another topic? Because we are like way in right field.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's for the best.
we keep doing this, but it's fine. Like, do you know how long it takes the co-optional podcast to actually start talking about games? Like, they have their little intro conversation, like, go on for so long, especially when they have a guest. It goes on for so long. But yeah, our intros are pretty snappy for the most part.
Except for mine was drawn out a little bit too much for my liking.
It wasn't bad. It was a good first
fault.
one.
It's always Color's fault.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Why are you such a scumbag?
That's
brutal. That is brutal.
And then it turns into like an anime, and it's like, and they keep doing the for like ages.
When you first said that, like, I was like, what the fuck is she going on about? And then I just like, it clicked. I was like, oh yeah, they do that all the time. They're just like, and
then they have like the sweat drop like on their head, and they're like,
one drop of sweat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or the shadow was on their face, and it just goes onto their face.
And then they start crying waterfalls.
Yeah, or they go and like run away over nothing. They trip over and they're like, oh, and then they run off somewhere.
Japan just loves it's anime. Like,
yeah,
they really do love it.
So does everyone else, though.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
It's worked, so can't blame them.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not really a fan of anime, but then again, my favorite video game series is about fighting giant Japanese death robots.
I'm not the biggest anime fan, but there's some things that I really like. If I do like a specific anime, or like, something in that style, then I really, really like it. So, yeah.
The only anime I've actually watched is Spirited Away. Other than that,
Ah,
nothing really much.
Oh.
I love Spirited Away, actually.
you should go and watch Howl's Moving Castle if you like Spirited Away.
I'm going to write all of these
How do you
down.
spell that?
Howl, like howling.
Howling.
Yeah, but like as a name, so Howl's Moving Castle.
Howl's Moving Castle. Okay.
All of the typing. All of
Ooh.
the typing.
I try so
It's
hard
awesome.
not to type in the podcast.
I know, right? Otherwise, it's like...
Oh no, for you guys it's alright, but for me, just
Yeah.
don't even go near the keyboard. just use the Wii U now for all the internet needs.
Fair enough.
Could
yeah,
actually do
I
that.
usually use my phone because ain't nobody hearing that.
But if you like Spirited Away, basically look up pretty much anything by Studio Ghibli, and you're just going to have this massive library of movies and stuff that's going to be worth watching.
Wait, did we
Yeah,
run out?
What?
Oh yeah, if you do like the anime, check out Crunchyroll. Get a Crunchyroll subscription.
Well, that
I-
almost went down a dark corner. You'd have to censor
Wow.
yourself instead of censoring
Yeah,
me.
I almost messed that up so bad. It was like Crunchyroll.
Oh,
Yeah, it's good because I got like a free like 30-day trial because I do the Loot Crate stuff, and yeah, it's pretty good coming from a non-diehard anime fan. So yeah,
there's what's it called? Anime Lab, I think it is. They've got a free service, and they get a lot of things with our simulcast, I think they call it. So they'll as it's coming out, they'll be streaming it for free,
Huh?
nice.
which is pretty cool.
Nice. That's
Free
really
service.
nice.
Nice.
Nice. That's a nice one right there.
Noise. Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think we really do need a new
Yes.
topic, like right now.
We
Quick,
milk
Stop that.
we milk like every single topic to like as much as we can get it.
But the next
It's
four,
not even
I don't
milking
know.
though.
Like the next half of them, I don't know anything about.
Okay, I'll
So,
quickly
you go.
Okay, so yeah, we have the Until Dawn Valentine's trailer which came out. It's really cool. It kind of shows a bit more of the game, shows some gameplay, and yeah, it's a good thing to check out. There'll be a link in the description below. And another game, Night Cry, the extended gameplay trailer came out, and Night Cry is basically meant to be a spiritual successor to Clock Tower. So, yeah,
Alright.
if you like that
Clock
series,
Tower.
you might like Night Cry.
Cocktail.
Tom!
I was thinking
Cool,
Pandora's
cool.
Tower, and I'm like, oh, that's meant to be really good. I've got that, and I've been waiting to play it. And I'm like, wait, she didn't say Pandora, she said clock. Okay, I've never heard of this.
Yeah.
And it's just
But I don't really know like anything about the series like at all, so but yeah, I took a look at the trailer and I don't know about the game, I'll be honest. I'm not entirely sure. Like if you check it out now, it kind of looks a bit janky, and the animation looks really dumb, like something I'd expect to see on a PlayStation 2. But that could just be an early concept kind of thing and just like a proof of concept, so it might be too early to judge. But that might be the final product and it might look like crap, so who knows. And the commentator for the gameplay trailer sucked. Like, that's just finite. He was just bad at it. But, like, you know, he's not a Let's Play or anything. Like, he was probably just a dev going through it. But he tried to be funny at some points and didn't really work out at all. Like, at all. So, yeah, there's that.
Sorry, I was reading on through the topics. My bad.
Fair enough. And then we have Helldivers, which is basically, like, I don't know what that type of game is called. I'm gonna look it up, but basically, it kind of reminds me of Interstellar Marines, except it's like more. Okay, what is it? Okay, yeah, it's Helldivers is a hardcore cooperative twin stick shooter from the creators of Magicka. So,
Ooh.
so yeah, they made Magicka and they're doing like, you know, a shooter, like, you know, a classic arcade shooter or whatever.
So think like a loot-based shooter, kind of like Magic a bit in space, where you go from planet to planet.
Pretty much, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and you basically spread democracy forcefully, of course. That's basically the whole trailer. It's like, spread democracy.
Are you ready to taste freedom, motherfucker?
Yeah, it's pretty much like that. It looks like a really cool game. I would totally buy it. Oh yeah, it comes out on PlayStation 4. I think I'm gonna get it on PlayStation 4.
We should all get it.
Yeah.
But
Apple,
wait.
do you have a PlayStation 4?
No.
I was going to get one,
Oh.
And the rest of us like, yeah, and you're like, oh.
but I accidentally used my
Bought
money.
an Xbox.
No, I didn't buy an Xbox. I bought a camera actually.
Ah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. It's
Was
like
it
I
worth it?
accidentally bought a camera.
I accidentally bought a camera instead of buying a PS4.
Dang it. Don't you hate it when that happens?
I've accidentally obtained this camera in exchange for currency. What have I done?
That's a pretty good camera, though. I wish I got a better one though.
Oh.
However, my brother is getting one, so I don't have to buy it anyway. So
Oh,
Happy
okay
ending.
then. Yeah.
so it works.
Except the fact that you're now broke.
Yeah, but I got a camera and a PS4, so I don't know what to do with both of them. I could like use both of them at the same time, like have a face cam and play games.
Oh, you'll
It's
be the next
completely-
cutie pew.
Yeah, I can like
Okay.
scream into like I can do it better. I can just like scream right into the camera and like just stare while I'm screaming. That everyone must love it.
Right, yeah.
So scared, though.
Exactly. Oh my god, I am so scared.
My god, Mario Kart be so scary right now.
Well, it actually is scary when the blue shells are flying, though. To be honest.
Yep.
Yeah, that is kind of like...
Yeah, but hopefully by that point the game's like, alright, he's way too far ahead of the rest of the pack. We need to just knock him back like one spot,
Yeah.
so blue shell. And then you just like get right back in the thick of it.
Yeah.
I love
It always
being-
happens right before you cross the finish line.
Oh,
Yeah, like
Really?
the last lap, and you're like right, into, like so close to the finish line, and
It's so good when the person who's second runs into it as well, and it's just like, cut that, you wanker!
I love it when the blue shell gets me just after I pass the finish line and I'm like, suck it. Or like when I'm so far ahead that the blue shells like don't even matter. That
Yeah.
like I just win anyway. It's fantastic.
that's
Oh,
hard.
yeah,
Yeah,
like-
All of the victory.
When you just barely dodge the blue shell.
Oh yeah.
People have always talked about the fabled blue shell dodge. Some
Oh,
believe
yeah.
that it doesn't in fact exist, while others claim that they in fact have avoided many blue shells.
Well, they introduced the megaphone in this.
Oh yeah, no, but
Mario Kart
I'm
8.
talking about like double dash. There used to be like people be like, oh yeah, you can get out of it. You have to like boost at just the right time, and then you like just get out. And it's like, ooh, be it true?
The only time when I escaped it is when I got the star power up, which I got like ages beforehand, and I
Oh.
didn't use until I got the blue shell. So that was kind of lucky. Otherwise, I just get killed.
Oh, you throw bananas at it.
Oh, yeah, that would definitely
Never works. Never
Never.
works.
I tried it anyway, so
We're talking like way too much about Mario Kart. Like every 5 minutes,
It
we're just
keeps-
like Mario Kart.
Well, we always have like a certain anchor for like each podcast that we always like go back to. For this one, it's clearly consoles and Mario Kart.
It's because I really want to play Mario Kart with Beatnik. Oh no.
oh no,
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh
Oh,
no! Oh no!
Alright.
Oh.
I type it just to say,
Oh,
no.
So do we want to just talk about like a few more then? Like
Let's go.
Star
through-
Wars Battlefront, Banjo-Kazooie,
Well, most of these like you can go through pretty
and
quickly.
Sonic
So
dying. Do we want to
The-
just go with like those to like talk at length about?
I need to get through all of them.
Oh, wait, yeah, you
I
guys
have
got-
like yeah, I have like an OCD kind of thing. Like whatever's on the list, like I need to do it. Otherwise, I mentally cannot cross it off the list. And so I'll just quickly go through it. So the Bloodborne's like haunting music trailer came out, and it's basically you're seeing like the orchestra do like the main theme or whatever, and it's so cool. Like, especially when you hear like the chicks or whatever like singing really high, and I'm like, I wish I could sing that high, but they're all like sopranos and I'm an alto. Makes me sad.
Sopranos.
Sad.
What?
I honestly
Soprano's
cannot
a
remember
type
what
of voice.
Bloodborne is.
Bloodborne's basically Asian. I don't know what it is. Like, I wish Alex was here because he'd talk about it so much, but he's not, so he missed his chance.
Aw.
Too sad, Alex. If you're listening to this.
Too bad. You missed
Yeah.
out, so you weren't here.
Oh, well. Yeah. But yeah, and then Sunless Sea just had their full release, which is an awesome game. I played it when it was still in early access. Definitely worth buying. It's a really cool game. It's like a roguelike game where you're on your little boat and you go to places, and it's a lot more in-depth than that, but you can like eat your crew, become a cannibal.
Oh,
Whoa.
Yeah,
I'm
you
buying
can
the
do
game
it.
just for that.
Yeah, but that was like the selling part. It basically said go crazy, eat your crew, but it is a really good game. I definitely
Apple's
recommend
like,
it.
wow, I can't just... It doesn't just stop at killing them in this game.
You can eat them. But yeah, you can go like insane, and there's all this cool crap that goes on. It's a really cool game. And then next topic, Dragon Age Inquisition Patch 5, the beta program came out, featuring the Black Emporium, which is like a thing. I can't remember what it was exactly. I looked it up yesterday, but I can't remember it anymore.
Oh, I gotta play this game. Might play it after the podcast.
Okay, it says
Feel
a mysterious underground shop run by an immortal proprietor. So basically you can get like, you know, powerful stuff and really like,
Wait.
you know, rare stuff.
You can get pimp hats. I'm seeing pimp hats.
I don't know where you're getting... Oh, I see
this-
the pimp
on
hats.
My god, if there are pimp hats in this game,
yeah, you can get pimp hats.
I am so going a mage
Yeah.
just for the pimp hat.
You can get all the pimp hats you want.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Fucking
Except I've
sweet.
never worn a pimp hat, so but I don't play as a pimp, so maybe that's why.
I always
Yeah.
play as a pimp in any game I play. I'm always the pimp. What the hell?
You fucking idiot. My god, that's so good.
Okay.
Oh god, you gotta put that in there. You gotta edit it in post.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
Okay, on with the rest of the topics.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm here to make life difficult now.
Oh
Yes.
gosh.
It's actually good fun, eh?
Oh yeah.
Is-
Now I'm gonna totally have to keep that.
His face would just be like sinking in the sand as well. It'd just be like sinking further, but just like no.
The thing that's great is that he'd still be able to breathe.
Because he's drunk, though. His trunk is
He's drunk.
underwater.
Yeah.
His trunk
Oh, his
looks
trunk's
like
underwater. Oh,
it disappeared.
no.
Yeah. Now he's gonna die. He's gonna
Oh,
drown.
God.
Unless he's like a turtle and he can breathe through his butt.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah, turtles can
It
breathe
is
through their
the
butts.
most fascinating piece of
What?
trivia ever. I love it.
Yeah, they breathe through their buttholes. I'm not
Well, they can.
joking. This is a legit
They
thing.
can breathe.
Yeah, they can.
If they
I
choose
Wait.
don't
to.
think it's desirable. It probably doesn't
But
smell too great.
It's like a survival thing. I'm sure they don't have like nostrils or whatever in their butt, so I'm sure they don't actually like
But,
smell anything.
hey, most of us can't breathe through our butts, so what's to say it's not?
So-
Yeah, anyway,
Apparently,
yeah, I
you
guess
can
we
get
can't
drunk
judge them.
by pouring beer down your anus.
Yeah, you
I've-
can, actually.
I've been
Yeah, 'cause
informed that someone has tried it that I went to school with, and I was like, that is the fucking stupidest thing I've ever heard. And
Well, I
like,
guess
I have
guess
not heard that one.
I guess it
Yeah.
like goes into your body. So
this
that
is what
kinda
kids
makes
are doing
sense.
nowadays. They're pouring beers in their butt.
You actually cause a lot of damage with doing that, though, because your
Putting anything up your butt,
your
pouring anything up your butt.
intestines aren't like
designed to go
designed
the other way around.
to actually process food. That's what your stomach is for.
Just imagine it though. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I don't want anything going up my butt.
No.
It's a one-way street.
Yeah.
Right? It's not. Nothing is going up there.
Like, I'm not like, judging anyone who rolls that way. Like, yeah, but I guess the thing is, like, you're not shoving it up that far that, your intestines or whatever try to digest it or anything. Otherwise, you've probably got a problem there.
You're still pouring it in. Like,
Yeah, but pouring something
gravity's
in your
doing
butt
most
is
of the work.
totally different.
You still haven't said it though.
I'm just
just
picturing
gonna
it now. Hey, sweetie, can we do that thing? Sing it's my birthday. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh god, it's anything.
Oh.
I don't even know how you'd do it. Like, you'd have to do like a handstand and be like, alrighty, boys.
Oh.
And then just be like, dude, let's go.
Although you have those people who, like, end up in hospital with, like, x-rays of bottles shoved up their butt. Oh, there was this one thing, because I had, like, the 2 girls, 1 cup thing, and then this other dude shoved a glass jar up his butt,
one guy,
and
one jar. That is
it
the most
broke,
horrific thing I've ever seen.
and it broke, and I haven't watched it, but my friend did, and he was telling me all about it, and I was like, oh, why did you watch that? And it broke, and I was like, no, I will never watch it.
What do you think his like moment of realization was like? Do you think he was just like,
as soon as he like heard or felt it breaking or something, that's when he would have gone, this was a terrible idea.
Well, those muscles are just like clamping up
Oh.
This decision.
I made
Oh.
a huge mistake.
Like, if you really wanted to do that, wouldn't you do like plastic? Because that crap does not shatter in your butt.
Why
Why
not
don't you
just
use
buy an
something
actual
like-
dildo? Why not just buy a dildo?
Yeah, why wouldn't you use something that's
Yeah.
like meant to go up?
Yeah,
your
that's
butt?
designed to like slip right in there.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's
we're digressing again.
Yeah,
Beatnik has to get up for work.
So we're gonna talk more about jars up your butt.
Yes.
So Star Wars Battlefront
Spiders up your butt.
is going to be containing 64 player battles like the previous games, and it's going to include a aggressive DLC plan.
Yay!
They're going to fuck it up.
I hope they don't though.
They probably are. Like, it'll probably be cool, but it'll probably be like just a good game. It won't be like a 10 out of 10. It'll be like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
As long as I was going to say, hopefully they learn from the bugs of, the previous Battlefield games that have been out, and fuck Hardline.
It probably is kind of fun, but nah, I'm out. I just don't like DLC. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to go back to Mario Kart, but they're doing DLC pretty well for what.
Yeah, I think it really depends on like there is a right way of doing DLC.
Yes.
Like Shadowrun did like DLC right. They did it really well. Kind of like same with The Last of Us. Like it was actually like an addition, just not a thing for shits and giggles. It was actually something that added to it, and it was actually worth spending the extra like $12 or whatever.
Yeah.
I just saw the picture.
What is this message?
It's a good picture.
It is good. I'm writing it down. It's going into the
Did
thing.
you give me as much as the first time, and as soon as I the phone.
I wonder how they actually got the cat out. Did they like smash the glass, or did they go to like the hospital or a vet, or what did they do?
You could probably just pull it out and just.
I don't know.
Yeah. Have you ever like held a cat by like the scruff of their neck?
No.
No.
Really? You have
No.
cats and you don't do that.
Yeah, because
No,
like
it doesn't hurt them. Go up to
Yeah,
one of them
I know.
and just grab them and just like kind of pull them lightly towards the ground, and they'll just
Yeah.
like fall over and be like, "Oh no, what's happening?"
yeah, because it actually relaxes them. That's why vets will generally grab the scruff of their neck, is because it actually relaxes them. It's so weird.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Like yeah, it's so cute though.
You like get a bulldog clip and put it on their scruff of their neck, and they're just like lying there, like, oh no,
My only weakness.
no, not the kryptonite, no.
Yeah. Yeah, I do it to my cat though. When she starts biting me, I just grab. I don't pick her up by it, but like yeah, I just grab it, and then she starts relaxing again, and it's like, I know your weakness.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
Probably gonna have to learn that because I am gonna get a cat next year as soon as I move out.
Yay.
So yay! It's gotta be
I
an
love
orange
cats.
cat.
wait, how old are you?
19.
Yeah.
It's like I'm 43.
I am actually 63 years old. I just have a very young voice.
I'm 68.
I'm from the 60s, which is not 68.
Nice one.
That'd be so cool.
Being all by your lonesome. Yeah.
In my cave, under my rock. Yeah.
Yep. Just like
Yes.
Patrick from SpongeBob.
He lives on a coconut, though.
Yeah, but it's like kind of close enough.
Wait, I thought it was a rock. It's
But-
It's actually a coconut.
really? I thought it was
Your
like a
life
rock.
has been changed.
Your life has been a lie.
Doesn't like the bottom. It has like a bottom though. Like it's like cut in half. Nah, it's a rock.
No, it's a coconut.
Anyway, I
It's
need to
the
do
top
some,
of a
I need to do
coconut.
some inspection.
Okay. Patrick Star House.
Okay,
He's
let's
probably
go on the
more connected with the
SpongeBob
world.
Wikia. Okay.
I can't tell whether that's a rock or a coconut.
It's a large brown rock with a
Okay,
wind
it
vein
is
on
a
the top.
rock.
Okay.
It is a rock.
Damn right!
It does look like a coconut though if you
How are
don't
you gonna
actually
say
look at it
that is a
open.
coconut?
It's
I thought it
brown.
was-
It looks like a coconut.
It has the bottom though.
And plus, it fits with the theme.
Yeah, but
like,
when you open it, it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, like SpongeBob has his pineapple, so I thought like it fit with the theme. Like,
Yeah, but Squidward just has the big rock.
Yeah, but Squidward's a dick, so, you know. So is SpongeBob. All of them are horrible to each other, if you think about it. Squidward just wants to be left alone to his creative, like, you know, his creative self after losing all of his hair. And then SpongeBob is just being a little asshole and does that hey thing, and it's like, oh my gosh. I swear, if SpongeBob was a real person, he'd die. He would
punch him
be
in the
so
mouth.
dead, yeah. So he would be stabbed. Seriously, he would have been stabbed.
just because if he's laugh
Just
alone.
because he's such a little asshole.
Here's the most annoying laugh in the world.
Dear God,
Tell
we
me about
we
it.
actually have to start getting through these topics.
Okay, yeah.
'Cause you guys got
We're,
like
we're,
stuff to
we're,
do.
we're not that far off, though. Okay, so Hatred gets a Steam store page with an AO rating. Because originally they got rejected for, like, ratings. I can't remember which rating it was, but yeah.
Oh, this
Basically,
game.
they said no deal. And basically, it's a spree-killing game, so I can kind of understand why they said no.
Fuck these guys. Seriously,
Huh?
just fuck them. Like, all they're trying to do is make a game that's, like, really edgy just to try and sell, like, copies. Like, they're not making it because they think that it's a cool idea. It's just not cool. It's not a smart idea. It's just, like, just dumb. Like, it's just fucking...
Just going for the shock value.
I'm
it's just
not...
like going, oh, alright, let's just make a game where the aim is just to kill civilians for no reason.
Yeah,
It's like,
I'm not into the game. I'm not interested in it whatsoever. And
They don't
to be
deserve
honest,
a
I
rating.
don't care whether they sell it or not. I totally don't give a shit at all. It's
No.
I don't like those kinds of games at all. And I like most games. Like I say on my channel, I'll play almost every game. When I say almost every, it means excluding games like these and replay. I'm not playing that ever.
I think I'm gonna go into it just to see if it's as bad as it is.
It's pretty disgusting. Like,
But-
just because of the idea. Like, it's not, like, disgusting from a girl point of view, but just the fact that they're just like, oh, well, something that doesn't require much thought. Oh, just mass murdering people for no reason. It's like,
Yeah, and I think especially with, like, you know, spree killings, especially in America with all, like, the school shootings and that, it's a very touchy thing.
because then Fox News is going to pick it up and be like, oh, video games are ruining today's kids, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
blah,
I
blah.
know, and it's just, I don't reckon it's going to be beneficial for anyone except for the devs if people buy it. And it seems like, for some reason, a lot of people are keen on it.
Yeah.
but
I mean,
I'm not.
People
personally.
are keen on it.
Yeah.
Some people.
Really?
Otherwise, it wouldn't be being made. I don't reckon. Some people are keen on it. I'm like,
Actually, I'd say a lot more people are just like, nah, I'm staying away from it. But there's always a few people like, oh, it's dope.
yeah.
There's always that one guy.
oh, thanks.
No. You're not like saying, oh, that's dope. That's dope. You're just like, oh, yeah, it could be kind of fun. I don't know.
I think I'm just
Yeah.
gonna go in with the open mind,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and just expect nothing and see what it is.
Yeah.
And like, it could just be like they're overhyping it. It might not be as bad. Like, maybe there is like consequence to your actions, and it teaches people, the horrors of, stuff like this, like in real life. But
Mm.
that's a bit hard to pull off.
Yeah, and I think as well because they haven't like released a lot on the game. Like, this may not be the full game, but this also may be the full game. So, like, I'm not judging anyone who wants to play it or who is interested in it, but personally for me, when I saw the trailer, it didn't really sit well with me personally, and it takes a lot for that to happen with me because I'll play a shit ton of games, but yeah, I don't know. It's not my thing.
Yeah.
Next
It's like-
topic.
I was going to say quickly, it's kind of like with Hotline Miami 2 with the first bit of it, or even with the first one. It's like you either like it or you don't. It's going to be like that.
Hotline Miami's really good.
I really love that game.
I started
as well.
playing it and I was like, this is dope. It's fun. I like this.
Yeah.
It was
a
messed
good
up,
game.
but I was like, yeah, it's cool. Like,
Yeah,
it's well
that just
done.
goes to show how far my line, like where I draw the line, like
No,
the
but
line is so far out for me.
No, but it's not like it just kind of like lets you kill people and then doesn't explain itself. Like it
Yeah,
questions
it
it all the time. It's like,
had-
do you
yeah.
realize what you're doing? You enjoy the killing. It's the same
Yeah.
thing with like a lot of other games. Like it actually questions the player's motives. Like, why are you playing? It's like, oh, because you enjoy actually killing all these innocents. And it's like,
Yeah.
holy crap.
And then it kind of justified, like, they weren't really boss battles,
Wait,
but they were pretty much boss
I haven't
battles.
finished it, so no spoilers.
Oh well, there's like boss battles all through it, but yeah, it was basically kind of said that this person does this and they're bad as well. So
But then there's like all the goons. Like they're all like they all have like the exact same model. Like I think they did it on purpose. Like they don't change any of the like models. Like they all look exactly the same. They all wear white suits and they have
Yeah.
a blank white face because they're all just like faces to you. Like they just don't mean anything to the player.
yeah,
I don't know. I really like that kind of aspect of the game.
yeah,
I should do a video on that.
Yeah.
do it.
Maybe do it. I'm thinking about it. Like when I was playing, I was like, I could totally do one, but I don't know. Then I'd have to
Yeah,
commit to shit.
yeah. Then you actually have to do stuff.
Yeah. So
That's
Banjo Kazooie.
The spiritual successor.
Yeah, I wish they'd just
First
leave it
up list.
alone. Like, come on.
It's not actually Banjo Kazooie.
Yeah.
It's just a spiritual successor. But the thing is, like, they haven't even started development on the game. It's just the first concept work. So it could go either way. It could be an amazing game that like actually does level, Banjo Kazooie, or it could just suck.
Yeah,
So
but it's still kind of
we'll
like,
see.
like make a game, but make it on like make it by its own merit. Don't like kind of piggyback off other stuff.
Yeah.
Even if you have like most of the developers. In fact, it's probably just is the guy off Reddit or like the guy who wrote an article. He's probably like, oh, it's got some of the devs from Banjo Kazooie.
Yeah, it's probably because it looks completely different
Yeah.
to Banjo Kazooie, but
Manjo and Kazooie.
there's not much on that right now, so
It's on Reddit. Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. There
So
really
we'll
isn't.
see.
We already talked about Humble Bundle, didn't we?
Yep.
Yeah.
Lucius 2, I think we talked about that, or was that before?
We talked about that before the podcast. Basically for Lucius 2, if you don't know what Lucius is, you play as Lucifer's son, so Satan's son, and you kill people in this massive mansion in the first one. But the thing is, you had to kill them in a specific way. With Lucius 2 that was recently released, it's now kind of like a Hitman style type to it. You can just kill the people in like any way. You don't have to figure out how to. You can just be creative with it and just, do whatever you want, really, which I think's really cool. because I loved Hitman and I loved that style.
Didn't really get that many good reviews though. Looking at
Yeah,
the Steam.
some people are saying it's good, some people are saying it's not. So I don't know. I haven't like checked out the game yet, but you know, the first one, I didn't really like the first one. It was kind of like, eh. But yeah, there's mixed reviews, so it's kind of like half
Yeah.
at some points. But majority of the most helpful ones are negative. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be playing it. Maybe I'll watch a Let's Play of it, but
yeah.
I don't
Or if it
think
goes on sale or something, I'd probably get it because I'll get anything if it's on sale. But
$4. Yes, steal.
yeah, if it's something like that, if it's like super cheap, then I will. But
Yeah. I'll never
at the
play
moment,
it. I'll never play it, but I'll buy it anyway.
I will play it one day on my channel. One day.
One day.
I have to. That's the point of my channel, is to play every game on my Steam list. Oh, actually, every game I own, so that's like way more than my Steam list.
I can't even begin to think about doing that. Like, I can barely even play the games that I buy.
305 games on my Steam list.
And growing.
That's excluding like Origin and my games that I have like legit on hand for consoles and that.
Yeah. Wow.
So, yes.
Yeah, good luck with that too, by the way.
I'll get there one day.
So
Every
hopefully.
Steam Summer Sale like adds 20 more to your collection. Which is great. Every year.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's getting kind of late. Do we want to like continue with these kind of lesser topics, or do we want to just like?
I think
Call
we
it.
should quickly go on to them because there's only a few,
Yeah.
and I want to talk about the next one. This like affects me.
I don't know anything about League of Legends. I don't know what it's about.
I don't play a lot, but I think this is so dumb. I'm like,
Yep.
I read it and I was like, oh, are you for real? So yeah, League of Legends competition places discriminatory limit. I think that's a little over the top, but I guess it makes sense. On LGBTQ players. So, because apparently,
Wait, what does that stand for?
lesbian, gay, bi, transsexual, and queer. I'm pretty sure. I never remember it.
But they
Everyone's
could have
like-
just like used. I don't know. They could have
No,
used like maybe like one or two words there. No, they're just like let's get everything all in one.
Only like most of the time they usually just do LGBT because that's like the community. That's the name for like that whole community or whatever. It's kind of dumb, but I guess it makes sense to just kind of have it shorthand. But yeah, basically, something. Basically, anyone who falls under the LGBTQ kind of thing, and is a woman, may have, like limits on like their female tournaments and that. It's kind of dumb. Like I can kind of understand where they're coming from when it comes to like the transgendered kind of thing, like male to female. But at the same time, aren't they kind of like reinforcing the stereotype that women are lesser than men and suck at it
Yes,
and are
this
worse
is what
than men?
frustrated me with this one.
So that's kind of dumb. But then like and then apparently, if you're gay or bi or whatever, apparently you have an unfair advantage, which I don't get. The only thing I could see was having a disadvantage. Like I could be seduced by another female player. Like I'm not easily seduced, but some might be. But like the thing is, I might be seduced. They might be like, can you let me win? And I'll be like, and it turns into like some anime.
Oh God.
I can't like people just get along. Like this shouldn't be like a topic at all. Like people's own personal life should be just that. Personal.
I know,
It shouldn't be
and
anything like that's up for debate. It shouldn't be like, there's too many sexists and misogynists out there. It should just be like, all right, we treat everybody equally because
I know.
at the end of the day, we're all just the
understand
same
what's the
anyway.
advantage.
Like who gives a shit?
It's funny. It said,
what is the advantage?
There is none.
there is none. That's the thing. Like it says
I don't even
something.
get why there's like split leagues for this. Why there has to be a male or female league.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
video games.
Just all have
Just
fun.
playing games. Why is there need to be a split?
Yeah.
It kind of makes sense if they have like mixed tournaments and separate tournaments. It's like, with sports and that, they'll have, say with like volleyball or whatever, they'll have mixed volleyball, female volleyball, and male volleyball. Like I get that, but yeah, it's really dumb that it's like a big deal.
The only thing that I can think of as a reason as to why they do this, I might be completely wrong on this, but I do remember like vaguely, like maybe 6 or 8 months ago, there was a League of Legends player, or maybe it was Dota, and he said to a woman who was playing on the other team, he said something, and it was like kind of like a slur. I think he called her like a slut or something, and then she went like ballistic at him, and everyone like started piling on top of this guy. They're just like, "Oh, what the fuck is wrong with you?" And that might be why they're trying to do it, because like it's no, what's the word? There's no excuse to be, dividing the players of these games, but I think that might be why they're doing it.
Like, I get why they're splitting it, but, like, that wasn't the problem. It was the problem that, like, they're like, oh, apparently if you're gay or something, you have an advantage, which is really weird. And it kind of made me giggle, whatever. And it's like, oh, blah, 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 first game will be 4 female members and then 1 gay. And it's just like, oh, just 1 gay here. I would like 2 gays, please.
1 gay,
Just,
please.
the wording just sounded weird, but yeah, I don't get it. Oh yeah, and apparently, like, if you violate those terms or whatever, you can have like a 1-year ban from like those events and that, which is really dumb. I just think like that kind of stuff shouldn't actually be a concern, because like how do the people of like League of Legends and that, like the organizers, how do they even know like, what your orientation or, or that kind of stuff? Like, how do they even know that? And,
yeah. Doesn't really matter though. Like, it's completely irrelevant. Like, if Beatnik came into a call one day, is like, guys, I'm gay, and I have a girlfriend for no particular reason. I just like, okay.
Just for the lulz. I have a girlfriend just for the lulz.
I'll be like, Beatnik, I really don't give a shit. Like, like, cool, good for you. Like, I just would not care one bit.
Yeah.
And some people are just, I don't know, some people just can't seem to get over the fact that that's a thing that's socially acceptable now, whereas 50 years ago, Beatnik would be crucified for his gay ways.
Gay ways. The way of the gay.
Yeah, the gay.
The gay side.
Come to the...
I would like 2 gays, please. It just, some of the wording made me giggle, and I just don't know how they came to the conclusion that this could actually, like, tilt the game in odds of someone else's favor or whatever. Like, I just don't think it's a big deal. I just don't see why people make, their orientation and sexuality a big deal, because it shouldn't be. Like, to me, it's not, and I'm sure to you guys it's not either, so, yeah, I don't get it. Yeah, like Tom said before, why can't people just get along and just not care?
It really pisses me off because, like, I get along with people. Like, it wouldn't matter if you're, like, gay, straight, bi, transgender, or, like, even it wouldn't matter, like, what ethnicity you were. Like, I don't care. As long as, like, you're an alright person, that's all that anyone should really give a shit about,
Agreed.
Like,
I concur.
If you're completely shithead about, like, heaps of things, it's like, alright, no. Okay, no, you do not get a free pass, but just because you're like, I don't know, just because you are one way or another doesn't really matter at all.
Yeah, like anyone can be a good person, but then anyone can be a terrible person. It goes either way for anyone.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, yeah.
Anyway, I think we've covered this.
Yeah, we've
more
milked
than enough.
that topic.
Well, we don't really have any like different opinions on that.
It's pretty much the same. There's not a lot of debate over that.
So Sony has sold Sony Online Entertainment. Don't know how that works. Like, is Sony selling Sony Online Entertainment, and apparently
like
they're going to be
sold off
making
one of their
Xbox.
studios. Yeah,
They're going to be making Xbox One games.
Not specifically. It's that because now they've gone to I can't remember who the company is that bought them, but essentially they're not tied to Sony anymore, so they don't have to do exclusives.
It's kind of weird though that Sony's still like in their name, but they're going to be making like games for a Microsoft product. It's kind of strange.
They've got a new name for the company now, or for the team.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
they're not Sony. Yeah, they've changed
Sony
name,
Online
but they have had
so
a lot of people jump ship recently as well.
Yeah.
One of the lead devs has switched across to for PlanetSide 2. One of the devs switched to another company. Read that today. One of the lead story writers jumped across to Bungie to try and add lore to Destiny.
Okay.
So they're, I'm trying to remember what game he was the writer for, but I can't remember. But yeah, a bunch of people are jumping ship, and they've cut a lot of jobs as part of the transition. So there's interesting stuff happening there. As always, they're saying nothing's going to happen to the existing games that are under development, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. It's
Ah.
a shame they're cutting out people, though.
Yeah. Oh, well, like, they have a choice to stay, but a lot of them are like, nah. Nah.
Yeah.
Oh, for some reason my internet keeps, like, dropping out, so you guys sound like robots every now and then. It was fine for, like, the first 2.5 hours, but now it's going weird. Oh,
hopefully it's not me.
It might be. Oh, well, we only have a few topics to cover, so
It's not
it'll be
me,
fine.
it's you.
Oh.
Beatnik, don't do this. Don't do this to me, Beatnik.
No.
It's not the same anymore. Sorry.
So.
Next topic.
Anyway.
Yes. Before we all fall asleep, because it's like 1 a.m. Oh yeah, we're all Aussie. There's no anyone else. Where is Alex? He like, it's like 2 p.m. for him, and he still isn't even on. Oh, I love that picture. Apple has lost it. Apple has lost it. He's having like an asthma attack right now.
Breathe. Too much.
I can't look at it. I can't look at it.
Beautiful.
Hit him with the topic.
I love it. I
can't
love
breathe.
it so much. Did you do this, or was or did you find it?
This is my embellishment, yes.
Beatnik, did you do this?
Come on, can't you tell
It's
my
beautiful.
epic Photoshop skills?
I love it. It's
That was
beautiful.
in
I
paint.
love that dog. That's like my favorite picture. Actually, I think I have it like saved in my Let's Play folder for some reason.
I've never actually seen it. I was just randomly scrolling through pictures and found that. I was like, that is awesome.
I can't look at it. I just laugh.
Crack him.
Have you? I can't go back to Skype now. I can't tab. God damn.
Oh dang.
Alright, I'm just going to pitch this
Fantastic.
to you guys, because rather than
Please
like
do.
recite the article, I know like I don't really know heaps about Sonic the Hedgehog, but do you guys think that he needs to die, or do you think that the series of Sonic the Hedgehog needs to go away in its current state?
No, I think it's, like effort into it.
Discus.
Yeah,
I think if
like,
it keeps going the way that it's been going, then it does need to die. Or actually, it will just die by itself if it keeps going that way.
It already is.
slowly dying.
It's just been dying. It's been a slow, painful death for a while.
Yeah,
There's
but
been
if
a
they
couple
did,
gems.
if they did a full comeback or something, you know, it'd be like, oh yeah, but they haven't done that, so
But isn't that what Sonic Boom was meant to be?
yeah, and it didn't work out.
I reckon they should.
I
go
really
back to
like the art style of Sonic Boom, though. The art style is really cool.
Does look cool. I do like it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I actually might check it out, but yeah. Yeah, in like massive writing, it's like Sonic has been dying for a long time.
I reckon they should just go back to like the old school 2D type of stuff, because I don't think their 3D Sonic stuff's been going really well.
Yeah, like think about like Mario. They've basically been doing the same game for like years and like decades, and it's been a success still. Like,
It's funny.
that's the
They
thing.
cop a lot of flack for it now, but people still play those games because
Yeah,
they're
people
still
still
solid.
like. But it's like the same with like Call of Duty and all of
Yeah,
that.
that's a
They bring
fact.
out a new one like every year, and people are like, "Oh my gosh, it's the same freaking game," but people still buy it.
Mm.
So it clearly works if it's a solid game. Like if it works for the most part, then
Sonic Generations is really good.
yeah.
I've started playing that and I'm halfway through and I'm like, wow, this is just really fun. It's like an old Sonic game and then they've added some new elements as well as the old and you can switch
And
and
that's
it's
why
fantastic.
it went well. Yeah. And this is like a controversial opinion, but I liked that they did something different with Sonic Unleashed. But the thing is about
Controversy.
But the thing is
haven't
about
played it.
Sonic, nobody wants anything new. They just want the same Sonic that everyone knows and loves. So yeah,
I
like
want to play Sonic Unleashed. That looks interesting and I have read some
I
articles and they're like,
liked
it's different. Yeah.
yeah, I really liked it, but then like, a lot of people give it flack because it's new and it's like, well, everyone was like, "Oh, don't put out the same game, do something new." And they did that and then it didn't go so well, so it's like, what do you want from me? So now Sega's just gonna do mobile games. They're not doing any
Yeah.
other games.
Oh.
Sad.
I forgot that this kind of should have come before the topic last week, but anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Yes.
Two more to go.
So maybe Sonic's just gonna die by himself unless they revive him, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be a natural thing that happens or doesn't happen.
Get the defib.
Yeah.
It's a good game.
Yeah.
So,
I wish.
Next topic, I guess.
Yes.
next topic.
We have like 2 more topics to do. Yeah,
So
2.
only 2 more hours.
Yeah,
Only
pretty
2 more
much.
hours.
So I can't remember the point of why I put this one in here.
So
Basically,
what is this? I didn't read it.
so the company that did so do you guys know the whole story behind Never Alone?
Oh yeah.
So it's the
Uh-oh.
Native
so
Alaskan
cute.
tribe that got a grant to try and create jobs or something or try and build their community and they decided to put it into developing a game. And it actually got really popular. The game wasn't perfect. Apparently it was quite buggy, but it was still like a nice experience. And yeah, now the Eline Media and the Alaskan Native Group are seeing this as an opportunity for world games to start becoming a thing, which could be really cool, I think.
Yeah. I'd like to see what other people come up with.
Yes.
It'd be Oh, yeah, sorry. You go.
I was gonna say, like, chatting to a friend, they sort of posted this question about, like, on Tumblr about, the whole PC Master Race, console war, and all that sort of stuff, and it sort of made me sit there and go, I play all of it because everything's kind of got something good to bring to the table, and I think this is another situation where that philosophy applies, where you're getting to see some lesser known cultures and lesser known ideas and stories that can get introduced to others, and it's just going to mean something else to be brought to the table, which can never be a bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something new and interesting.
I was gonna say it'd be really interesting if say here in Australia, if Australia actually wanted to put money into the entertainment industry over here, which they clearly don't because they keep pulling money, like, it's ridiculous. But it'd be really interesting if they wanted to put in money to, fund games that are made about, Aboriginal, Dreamtime stories and that, because there's some really, really cool
That would be really...
Aboriginal Dreamtime stories.
Yeah, I want. There should be more games about that. It's very interesting. I don't really know that much about it, but from what I gather, it's a very, very in-depth thing. And plus, considering there's a lot more Dreamtimes type stuff, because the Aboriginals weren't one entire group of people. There were different tribes that believed in different types of Dreamtime. There was, every kind of area is unique.
Yeah.
So. There's a lot of stories in there.
Yeah, I remember learning about it when I was younger. I got I got like a bunch of books given to me about all like they each had like the different Dreamtime stories, and they were really good. I thought they were like really interesting, and it really like piqued my interest for it. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see games made in that sort of style, and kind of like, you know, like, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But like made like that.
Like,
But yeah, some Dreamtime stories are really freaking weird, but they're kind of cool at the same time. Like,
I remember
I can
loving them as a
appreciate
kid.
it. Yeah.
I also have a picture book, like thousands. I used to read a lot about, you know, the Dreamtime and stuff, especially I can't remember, the Rainbow Snake. I can't.
Oh yeah.
And
I know
the
what you're talking about.
yeah, that's the only thing I remember because this was like when I was 4.
Oh yeah.
So my memory can be kind of hazy from that area.
I remember one. This is like really weird, but it was really cool, and the art style in the book was really cool. It was basically like about I think it was like, you know, why all these other birds are colorful and why crows are black or whatever. So basically, like, one bird had a massive blister and all the other birds were like plain and that.
That was my favorite
And
one.
he got like this thing or whatever. It wasn't a needle. It was, I think he got his beak or something. It was kind of gross. And he like popped this bird's blister, and color went everywhere, which if you think about it is really gross. But it was really cool. And then that's how like all the birds in that got colored, but he wasn't. So
There's a lot of interesting stories.
which is kind of sad.
There's a lot of interesting stories about, you know, that type of stuff. Like, I read a story about how the echidna got its spines as well. And,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Apparently, how they got their spines was they got speared, like, over and over.
Oh.
Like,
yeah.
it's a very long story, but originally, like, there was like a group of animals, and they would go out hunting and stuff, and the echidna would always get like the scraps and the leftovers from you know whatever they killed and ate. And one day, because the echidna prepared all the food, one day the echidna did the old switcheroo, and he got the better stuff while the other guys got the leftovers. Like the really crappy part. And they all got pretty mad at him.
And tried to kill him.
And they killed him with... Well, they tried to kill him. They threw spears at him. And that's, you know, represented in the spikes.
And then it integrated into his DNA and got passed on for generations to come. Like, you know, in comparison to, like, you know, modern science, and that's not logical, but it's still kind of cool. And, like, even if they didn't turn it into a video game, it'd be really cool to see it, like, turned into, like a cartoon kind of thing as well. That'd be interesting. Just something that looks cool. Something that looks cool.
I would like it if they had the story as, like, the central element in the game, so it's, like, both, you know, fun to play and also educational, because, you know, you're playing through the story and you're learning more about the culture. I think that would be a pretty good idea.
Yeah. Yes. Seems interesting.
Very interesting.
What is Anonymous Grizzly Bear doing?
That must be me.
Because I keep hearing the clicking, and it's like, oh, he's doing this.
He's playing Cookie Clicker.
Yeah,
Obviously.
I know.
That game's
So yeah,
really
for the
good.
people who can't see it, in other words, all of our viewers, basically Beatnik's anonymous grizzly bear on our Google Doc, and he's just clicking all over the place, and it keeps moving around. It's really distracting. Okay, do we want to move on to the final topic, or
Sure.
yeah?
Let's do it.
Yeah, unless you have anything else to add.
Samsungs in your ears.
Oh,
This reminds me of that.
Samsung's in your butt.
This,
Samsung's all the way in your butt.
this actually reminds me of an even creepier story back in the day.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Apparently, you know, I don't know if it's the same where you live, but there are some schools in New South Wales that give out like laptops and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, in one of those laptops, the principal actually spied on students using the web camera.
On
that is not
girls.
cool.
Yeah,
That's really weird.
and like this went on for a couple, like I think about 1 year.
Ugh.
So-
Did you look up people's
and-
chick skirts?
How
Got some
nobody
upskirt
knows,
action.
like
Ugh, nobody knows.
because like the only reason why people found out is because like someone accidentally stumbled upon it because they noticed the camera was on, even though they didn't have any like programs that use the camera or on the phone.
Ah.
So they were
yeah.
like, "Well, why is that on?" And then turns out somebody was spying on them.
Ugh, and it turned out to
So
be like the
creepy.
principal.
And, yeah, well, it might not be the principal. It might have been, just anyone at that school.
It's
But
still weird because, like, there could have been a lot of stuff going on in the background. Like, what if a dude was like watching porn on his laptop
yeah,
and
It's a very
People
real
are-
possibility.
really,
yeah,
Yeah.
it is a very big possibility.
like people said that they got undressed in front of their laptops, and they were like worried that they were spied on without their consent or anything.
Oh, that's
Mm.
creepy.
Yeah.
I
And-
hate stuff like that.
And stuff like this just gets me wondering where the hell we're headed, like technology-wise. Like stuff like that is going to be much easier when people get more into technology, and I don't think I like it.
That's why I
That's the
never
scary
have
thing.
I always have my webcam, if it's on my computer, I always have it facing up, or I just unplug it completely.
Yep.
Or if you have like it built into your laptop, usually people put stickers on top of that, and that's what I did. I always put stickers on top of it because like it's highly doubtful that someone would be watching me, but like, and it's highly doubtful that anyone would be like being watched. Like it rarely ever happens, but you don't want it to actually happen, so you may as well take those precautions.
Yeah, like I did the same thing with my camera too. Like
It's just a smart thing to do.
Totally.
yeah, like my
That
it's not
is-
connected to the internet or anything. It's just like a standalone camera. And what's that?
He's paranoid.
Oh, yeah, I would
We
do
can
that.
see you, Beatnik. I can see you.
We can all see you now.
Like what you say.
How much you want this door? Oh man.
Samsung up your butt.
You haven't actually talked anything about the actual TV.
Yeah, so what we were actually meaning to talk about is Samsung Smart TV inserting ads into your movies. That's actually the topic.
And this also follows up. The reason that we went on such a tangent is that earlier in the week, before this topic came up, was after this topic, was that there's a disclaimer in their end user license agreement saying that a third party may use recordings of your TV while you're not using it. As in, like, because it's
Get
got all the
fucked.
mic for voice activation and stuff, it can sit there listening to you in your lounge room.
Which is really weird.
You're just gonna hear like a like joking on the big screen, 50 inches, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what.
There we go.
And then someone goes up to the mic and they're like,
Oh.
this
Oh.
could be you.
I know you're watching.
And then they'll just hear.
I know you
"Oh,
can
now
hear
I've
me."
made a mess. All over the 50-inch TV.
No, like you hear, oh, and then you hear like
Oh.
a smashing sound,
It's like, oh shit.
and it's the glass.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh. It turns into some weird animu.
Oh, yes.
It's funny because like
Yeah.
I can hear you guys talking and like I'm having a conversation, but I feel bad for the people who are in the house and can't hear you guys. So it might sound really weird by myself. I'm just talking to my computer.
Yeah.
That's all. Having this like 3-hour conversation with
My
by myself.
imaginary dirty friends. Yes.
Yeah.
Very filthy. But my family's pretty much used to it because, yeah, I'm crazy.
We know, Apple Julius. We know.
Julius. Apple Julius. I love that.
AJ. Apple
Or
Julius.
Jules.
Ooh, Apple Jules.
Watch out.
Oh.
The Apple Juice, the AJ's coming. Yo, gonna blow your kneecaps, bro.
Considering what we were talking about, the AJ could be like something else. Like, maybe you just like to name things. The AJ is here.
Yeah, the
Dong.
AJ.
Uh,
I wish I had the reputation of the AJ. Hey guys, like I could just go to like a random person and say like, "Hey guy, I'm the AJ," and they'd be like, "Oh, it's the AJ." You know?
yeah. Whoa.
Well,
My children.
can I get your autograph? I'd be like, "Nah, don't have time for that crap."
Oh. Oh. Yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah.
Apple's just having like an asthma attack. You always sound like you're having an asthma attack when you laugh.
Yeah. Because I do have asthma and laughing takes a lot of my lungs.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, it's not bad asthma. I mean, I don't have to have like those asthma pumps. But I don't have asthma attacks either, but I still have difficulties breathing sometimes.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
laughing.
Yeah, so do I sometimes. It sucks. Asthma sucks. That's how we're going to end the podcast.
Yep.
Asthma sucks. Shit.
Asthma's stupid.
I can die in a fire.
Oh.
Oh,
Just like the rest of you.
Slowly.
Oh.
If you want a good roast, you have to like turn it every so often to get like the even cooking all the way through
Yeah.
Oh?
You know, Alex finally showed up.
at the end.
Yeah, and it's like he could join in for the last 5 seconds, but you know.
Wrong.
But yeah, we're like, where's Alex? And he's like, I thought it was Saturday. And we're like, no, but we like said yesterday that we were gonna do it today. Well, that's what I thought. Hey. Hey.
I didn't actually know when this thing was going down until he said join in tomorrow, which said when you guys were doing that game thing yesterday. I think that was yesterday.
Gay thing? What gay thing?
You know the gay thing with that
Like-
gay game that I couldn't totally get because my
Yeah,
download
with
crap.
with those 2 gays that I just got the
No,
other
no, no, no,
day.
no. That's more than the quota that we're allowed.
Oh, dang it.
Only allowed
Damn
one
it.
gay.
I don't even have any games.
Well, I'm gonna have to tell the rest of the gays to piss off now, aren't I?
Bring them to me. I need more gays. I got only like half a gay at the
More
moment.
gay, please.
Oh.
Yeah, horrible
Wow.
accent.
And it's like, just like if this was like a massive podcast, which you know, this is a good side to it not being a massive podcast, is that like, we probably won't have any comments going, oh, you like white cis male misogynist, and then like getting the pitchforks.
I think I'd love just pissing people off in that situation, though.
Yeah.
I'd just be like more intentionally. I'd just intentionally just try and piss people off.
And
Just
then
'cause of
all through the comment section, like you just have like the freely gaming, like replying to everyone, going, "Oh, you slut."
Or I just
Just
make random
something.
accounts and then just flood them,
Yeah.
flood every comment.
White cis males, you have thin privilege.
All that privilege, though.
All of that privilege.
All of them, every 6.
Because it's no one else's problem.
Yeah, at all.
It's not your problem, it's theirs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yar.
Yar. We tell.
Yar.
Yar.
Yar. Yar, har, har, and a bottle of rum.
Alright, are we done? Like,
Are we gonna end it?
I didn't even think
Yeah, I
we
guess we
actually
should
talked
end
about
it. Yeah.
What the hell?
So, thank you, Apple Julius, for joining us tonight.
You're welcome. It's been a pleasure.
A link to his channel will be in the description below.
Yeah.
So check it out, otherwise it might end up in your butt.
Ooh.
Oh.
I saw you guys have the most perfect pictures for everything.
Oh, this is beautiful.
No, I like the.
What a great way to end the podcast. Like, you know.
Yeah.
I wrote down notes this time so I knew when to like put things in so I wouldn't have to listen to every single second. Because like I listen to it after it's like uploaded and that just to make sure everything's like gone right, but I couldn't do that like 3 times. Like that would do my head in. Like I love doing the podcast and everything, and I just love listening to my voice so much, obviously. But yeah, I cannot do it that many times.
Yeah.
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 I feel ya.
So I guess that's the end.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh.
Was that wrapped up, or we're wrapping up now?
Yeah, we're
Okay.
done.
Thanks for joining. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, you
Bye.
privileged dogs.
Goodbye.
Rectum.
Anal. Wait, what?
Correct.
On your HDTV.
Oh.
Oh wow.
That's lovely.
Perfect.
Cool.
See, this is so great for me because I got like nothing to do now. I'm just like, sweet.
Yeah.